Hello, everybody. You're listening to Clemente's Corner. I am your host. What's going on? How you doing? Good to hear from you, even though I can't hear from you. Hey, I had Chayse Armstrong on the podcast. She is a comedian, poet, and a classical singer. I met her at the 806 coffee shop where I frequently go to tell jokes and ruin people's day. And we had a great time. She's really fun. She's funny. It was just a great podcast, so I really hope you enjoy it. And before we get into it, this podcast is brought to you by No Third Lane. Go to nothirdlane.com. It's a company created by a homie of mine named Christian Spring. He is a sponsor. He's giving me some free merch, and it's an apparel website. It's actually a lifestyle brand that he created. He's an entrepreneur out here, and it's really awesome what he's doing. He created this company for some friends of his who had passed away in some tragic accidents and everything. And 10% of the proceeds go to support scholarships for Texas students. So like I said, go to nothirdlane.com, get you a hoodie, get you some t-shirts, get you some cool-ass stickers. The designs are awesome. It's real legit. nothirdlane.com. Check it out. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play the intro song, and we're going to get into it.
I thought this one broke, so I went in on the website and everything, because when I was hitting it, I was hitting it from the back. But anyway, when I was hitting it, I was just getting like the syrup, so I thought it was broken. So I looked on the website and everything, and I was like, you know what, maybe I just need to reset it. So checked to see if it was charged. It was fully charged. Tapped the light was working, all that fun shit, and just wasn't working. So I just went on the website, typed in a little serial code, and they sent me a new one.
Really? For free?
Yeah, for
They're
free.
sending you a free jewel?
A free jewel, yeah.
Can I have your old one?
This is my old one, and it works. So
oh, nice.
I was
That's
getting to that story.
You're beating the system. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you
tell
beat me
the,
to
tell
the
the whole
story.
Tell the whole story.
But anyway, when I got the email saying, hey, your jewel shipped, I took a hit of this one just because it's a habit, and it worked. So I kind of got a free jewel for no reason. So
that's gangster.
Sorry, jewel company. I'm not a piece of shit human. I promise I'm probably going to sell the jewel and give you the money, like, honestly. So
hell yeah. This podcast is brought to you by Jewel, probably.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the company?
Yeah.
Oh, Jewel Company. JUUL.com. Type in jewel.com/Clemente's Corner and get 10% off. I'm just kidding.
For
That'd
all
be cool,
your
though,
faggotry
right?
needs.
Faggotry? You can't say that.
Really?
Probably.
I don't know.
I mean, I say it, but you can't.
Why? Is it because I'm a woman?
Yeah. That's exactly.
I'm reading your mind right now, Matt.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and start the podcast.
Sounds good.
You're listening to Clemente's Corner. I'm here with the famous guest, Chayse Armstrong. Tell the world about yourself.
What up, what up, what up? Nothing really much to tell. I'm a poet at 806 Open Mic. I've also started doing stand-up comedy around the area, and I've been doing that for about 2 months. I'm also a classically trained singer. I do art. I'm a waitress.
Classic.
Very classy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What does classic mean? Is that where you go, ho, 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 like the devil music?
Like, not like the devil music.
Like the
more
Omen.
Like the Halo theme song, maybe. So.
Very similar.
Oh.
Aliens are the devil to me, so I consider that devil music.
I don't care. Whatever. you know.
That's cool though. How long have you been doing classical singing?
Oh my God, probably since I was about 12, 13 years old. I did choir when I was in school.
Was it all in Latin?
No, not all of it. So a lot of it was the same praise God bullshit, Hosanna and Excelsis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Careful.
I went to school in Canyon, so that
Me too.
kind of,
That's so crazy. You
that
went to
kind
school
of
in Canyon.
yeah.
I had no idea.
But
You should have told me.
yeah, it was really good. And at first, I really didn't understand it, but I wanted to keep doing it because something just told me to stay.
Mm-hmm.
So I did, and like they have like the auditions when you get to high school for like different level choirs and stuff like that. So there's a district level, then there's region, there's area, and then there's state.
Mm-hmm.
My sophomore year, I made it to state, and that was very exciting. So I got to sing in San Antonio and everything. Ooh, it was so pretty.
Did you go to SeaWorld?
I did not. Fuck that place.
Oh. Yeah, I hear a lot of bad things about it.
Oh,
I've
God,
never been.
Me too. I don't want to go.
Sounds
but
like they're mean to whales.
Yeah.
If you're mean to whales, fuck you. Don't listen to my podcast.
The whales are going to say fuck you back. They're going to show up on your beaches and all that fun shit. But
they'll beach themselves.
yeah, but I was so mad the year I made it. I had bronchitis and upper respiratory infection and tonsillitis all at the same time.
That ain't no thing, baby.
I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to sing. So the day of the concert, like, I lip sync the whole thing, and I was so mad. I was like, I worked so hard to get here, and I lip sync because I couldn't get
You're
anything.
like fucking Britney Spears' little sister. No, it's not Britney Spears. It's Jessica Simpson's little sister.
Ashley Simpson. Yeah.
Over here lying to people.
I was so pissed, and like in rehearsals,
you
I would
fake, bro.
Mm-hmm, I know. Let me tell you. But anyway, that year, it sucked. I made the women's choir, and there were 7 of us from the school that made it, and 4 of us were in that women's choir.
Nice.
It was fun. During rehearsals, when I would cough, though, like, they had pitchers of water, but everyone just, like, flung to it like a flock of seagulls, you know what I mean? Like, from Finding Nemo or some shit like that.
Mine?
But, no, like, I would cough so much, and I would have girls literally turn to me and say, shut up, that's disrespectful.
For coughing?
For coughing, I was like, bitch, I can't control this.
Who coughs on purpose?
I don't know.
Well, I probably would if I was old.
I mean, you cough on purpose when you get your prostate checked, right?
Yeah, like if I was like a Vietnam veteran, I'd cough. Just I'm here.
No, you're actually here. Don't kill your wife. All that fun stuff.
Sometimes you got to.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
OJ. Shout out to OJ for listening.
Shout out, yeah, OJ, you're the realist. Yeah, but then I tried again my junior year to get into the state choir. Unfortunately, I placed as an alternate. Like, we went from having 0 people make it that year to, 7 to 0.
7 to 0?
7 to 0. No one from Canyon made it that year.
Really?
Yeah. So we don't know if it was rigged or what. But then I was like, okay, I still have senior year. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then that summer, my director actually kicked me out of choir on Twitter. So that was...
What'd you do?
Okay.
I don't believe you. You're going to say you didn't do nothing?
I'll start out by saying this. I feel like both the parties could have handled the situation a little bit better. But on Twitter, there's this app. It's called Yik Yak. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah, I was on Yik Yak.
Yeah.
In college, though. I wasn't on it in high school.
I was never on Yik Yak, but I saw like this meme on like Facebook or something, and it pretty much just said high school is nothing like college. It's more equal opportunity and all that fun shit. And so I posted it, and as a joke, I even put it in like quotation marks and everything. I said, this is the best thing I've ever seen about college, quote unquote. And then my director on his teacher account retweeted it, quoted the tweet saying, this is not leadership. This isn't good advice. If you really feel this way, you need to quit my program. And it made no sense. It was like so stupid.
Well, you said this is the best thing I've seen about college?
College.
And what was the meme?
It said, high school's nothing like college. No one gives a fuck about what you did in high school because you're starting new and you have better opportunities. It's more equal opportunity in college, stuff like that.
And you were like insulting high school?
Like, I wasn't doing it on purpose. Like, I didn't even know that he would take, it's 2018 now. Everyone gets offended by everything.
That's crazy.
But honestly, like, the reason behind it was because of favoritism and stuff.
Yeah. Did y'all have beef prior?
No, not to my knowledge. I mean, I'm pretty sure things were said behind my back, but it's high school,
Drama, yeah. I went to that high school.
Yeah. Did you go to the new one?
Yeah. I'm not that old, damn.
It's only been open for what, like 9 years? So.
Yeah, I'm only 24.
Oh shit, that's right.
Did you think I was 30 or what?
Well, you told me you were 41 or 48 or some shit.
And you believe me?
No, of course I didn't believe you.
You probably did.
Nah.
I look old, huh? How old do I look?
Honestly, if I didn't know, I'd probably say high 20s, early 30s.
That's fair.
That's a
fair.
compliment.
That's
so.
Fair. What race do I look?
You look mixed, not gonna lie.
That's good. That's good. No, I've been told like 4 different races recently.
Oh my god, I have to tell you a story about how I was mistaken for a Hispanic person.
False.
is totally false. I am white as fuck. I am Irish, Scottish, Belgian,
Irish, Scottish,
German. So I'm as white as white can get. You know what I mean?
All over Europe.
Yeah. So when I got my wisdom teeth out, I got this shirt that said, "I want to be sedated."
I want to be sedated.
Yeah. And, like, I remember waking out of anesthesia after my surgery. I woke up out of anesthesia from my surgery, and I started singing the song because she gave me the shirt. I was like, oh shit, it's like with the gauze in my mouth and everything. Oh shit, it's the Ramones song. I love this song. Then I just started crying because I love the Ramones so much. Like,
was that like the dentist had those shirts?
Yeah, the place I got surgery at had those shirts.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a cool place.
Yeah. Well, I didn't remember most of it because I was under anesthesia, but...
That's funny, though. When I got my wisdom teeth out, I was, I smoked a lot of weed before. not that day, but, like, I got high a lot in those days.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, like, oh, this laughing gas shit isn't even gonna affect me, you know, because I get high all the time. I'm gonna be used to it. But I was retarded. Like, it was pretty fun.
I mean, not much has changed, right, Matt?
Not much has changed. I was laughing a lot. I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Shit. I'll never forget the first thing I said when I woke up out of surgery was I was in this recovery room, and like the nurse just said without speaking, "Do you know where you are?" I nodded my head. "Do you know what your name is?" I nodded my head. And my mom was sitting right next to me, and she said, "Wow, y'all finished fast." First thing I said out of surgery was, "That's what she said." I was so proud of myself. That's what she said.
Like Michael Scott.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, just not world's greatest boss material, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you
world's
could be.
greatest waitress. I mean, I don't know.
World's greatest waitress.
Yeah. But back to that story, I went and got food somewhere. I don't remember where it was, but I looked kind of homeless that day.
You got food after your wisdom teeth were out?
Not after. It was like a couple weeks after I got them taken out. So I
okay.
was finally eating real food, not like milkshakes and mashed potatoes and all that fun shit.
Oh, God. I couldn't drink after that. I got my wisdom teeth out like as an adult. I was like, damn, I can't drink for a week.
I just got my wisdom teeth out last month. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but you're not an adult yet. You're 19.
Yes, I'm 19. Thanks for rubbing that in. Appreciate it. But anyway, I don't remember. I think it may have been like a McDonald's or Carl's Jr. or something like that. But I went in and this lady was just staring at me. And I asked her, I said, "Can I help you?" She said, "Yeah, I want to know what you're doing in my country wearing that shirt. You're obviously some Mexican drug dealer and we don't want you in our country."
And the sedated shirt?
Yep.
Damn, what?
I don't know. It was weird. I told her, I said, "I'm sorry, what do you mean?" And she goes, "You're probably some illegal immigrant that's stealing our jobs and selling us drugs." And I was like, "Ma'am, I'm white."
I bet she was cracked out.
I guess I'm methed up or something. I don't know.
What?
Like,
that's funny as shit.
I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, I'm white. Like, I can show you my ID. And she's like, "You probably don't even have a government issued ID." I said, "Bitch, here's my wallet.
That's crazy.
Here's my ID. Here's my social security card. I'm legal. I'm not Hispanic at all. Like, get off my dick." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like some people just, like, go out of their way to be right and
that's
be
true.
racist.
That's true. I've seen videos.
Dude, me too.
Seen videos on the Facebook.
Yeah, and even at work, I've kind of seen racism because I work at a Mexican restaurant and we do play like Tejano music and stuff like that.
I bet that restaurant's not even legal.
I mean, it's on the border, so tip your waitresses, folks. I'm here all night.
Is that the place right by I-40?
Right by I-40 in
I
front
didn't
of
know
where
that was
Toys
still
R Us
open.
used to be. I didn't either.
Nice.
The place has actually been open longer than I've been alive, that I found out. And then there's a cook that works there that's been working there for 20 years, also longer than I've been alive.
Right next to Toys R Us.
Where Toys R Us used to be.
Where a kid can be a... Oh, that's Chuck E. Cheese. Never mind.
That reminds me of something else terrible that I'll get to here in a minute.
Pedophiles.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But anyway, on the border, there was one day where I was a closer, so I worked the main section, and I had this old couple come in, and they complained about everything. You know how some old couples are. They just complain and complain and complain.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked them if they were still doing okay. Like, they got their food and everything, and they refilled their drinks, refilled their chips, all that fun stuff. And they were like, "Well, can you ask the manager to change the radio station?" And it was playing like that Tejano music at the time.
What do you expect to hear?
I know. It's like, are you just gonna show up to like on the border and expect to hear like "In My Feelings" or some shit like that? You know what I mean? Like, Kiki doesn't love you, but Papi Chulo does. You know what I mean? So
remix.
But anyway, I asked the manager, and we have a corporate playlist, so none of the stores can change it. All the stores have the same song playing at the same time. So
Yeah, like no shit.
yeah. So I told her that, and she's.
Fucking make Mexican
I
music,
told her
dude.
that exactly what my manager said, and she's like, "Well, I just like my music to have a little more Inglés to it," is what she said.
English.
Inglés. And I was
Well,
like,
go to McDonald's, bitch. That's what I would
Yeah.
have said in my head. I wouldn't have said it out
Or
loud
fuck.
because I'm great at customer service.
I try to be. You know, there are some days where I have just these stupid ass tables, and I'm trying so hard to just keep my cool. You know what I mean?
I know how you
Like,
feel. No, like I sell insurance, and sometimes people get on the phone. Old people are the meanest fucking people.
Yeah, they are.
Like they complain about like millennials, but like old people are mean as hell. And they're just like, I need my insurance on my car. Can you not hear me? Are you retarded? And I'm just there's been a couple times where I wanted to yell at people.
Yeah.
I almost hung up on someone once, but I was like, no. I'll get fired.
Yeah. That's how I felt when I worked at Palm Beach Tan. Like, hands down, it's a tie between the worst jobs I've ever had. Palm Beach Tan and Forever 21 were just equally
Nice.
shitty. So, Palm Beach, I had to deal with a lot of stupid people. Like, and the way the system ran there was just really corrupt, I think. Like,
Were you hella tan?
I was. I'm very, very disappointed to admit it.
That's probably why she thought you were Mexican. You probably just got off at Palm Beach, and she was like, this fucking beaner.
No. I actually,
In the Ramones t-shirt.
yeah,
Stealing all her jobs.
stealing all her jobs and fucking her kids.
Whoa.
Ooh,
That's not a thing.
to your knowledge.
That's true. That's not to my knowledge.
Yeah, but no, I quit working at Palm Beach back in February, and that's when I started working at On the Border. Palm Beach let me go because we were commission based there, and when I first got hired, they said commission was optional. It wasn't mandatory. It was just extra money in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a call to come in one day. I thought, okay, maybe I'm working a shift. I'll just bring my clothes, all that fun stuff. They pulled me to the back and they said, you missed your commission goal by 0.01 points, so we're going to have to let you go.
0.01?
0.01. That's 1/100th of a point. I was like, damn, I aspire to be that level of petty. Let's be real.
I can't even count that low.
I don't know. My dad's a math teacher, and I was like...
Does he teach at Canyon?
He used to. He actually resigned at the intermediate, and he actually got a new job in Hereford. So he'll be an
Really?
algebra teacher.
Did he teach while I was there?
I don't know. He was there for 13 years.
I graduated in 2012.
2012. I think his first class that he ever had graduated in 2015. So probably
Too bad.
not.
Too bad.
Yeah, he was on 5A when he first started. So
No, if your dad would have had me as a teacher, he would have hated me.
really,
I talked a lot of shit. I did. I had fun. I don't think the teachers did, but I did.
yeah, and he didn't like the intermediate because it didn't have any windows in any of the classrooms.
That is
so-
creepy. Yeah, they're all like in the middle of the school.
Yeah, so it was kind of weird.
It's set up real weird.
When I would walk to his classroom from the junior high, or when I'd go help him set up his classroom in the summer, it just kind of creeped me out. It was kind of a scary school.
Did you not go to the intermediate?
No. I originally was supposed to go to Randall and stuff because that's where my parents met.
Mm-hmm.
They were, I think my mom was a sophomore and my dad was a junior when they met. My
In
mom's
high school?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they were high school sweethearts.
And
So
they're still married?
yeah, they've been married for 21 years.
That's
so,
awesome. That never
yeah.
happens.
I know, right?
I mean, it happens, but they get divorced 3 years later. That's usually the story.
That's true. It's weird to see how society's changed their views on marriage. It's such a hookup generation now.
Everybody that got married when I was in high school is already divorced, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like everybody that I graduated with, if they're married, they had a child before they got married. So it was kind of an obligation.
Yeah, that's true. That's happened as well.
Yeah. But
That's the only reason I'm married. Have you
Shut
met my
up.
son?
bitch, where?
He's outside. I leave him outdoors.
I got you to leave him in a little kennel and
Yeah,
everything.
he's-
Make
he's-
sure he has food.
He's
has
tied up.
water.
He's got a ball out there. He's good.
He's good. He's golden. You
Yeah.
just got to let him out to
I
pee
named him
every now and then.
Geppetto.
Geppetto?
Yeah.
I dig it.
After Pinocchio's father.
You're not my dad.
Oh man, how long have you been doing poetry?
Well, I've been kind of on and off with writing ever since I was in school. The first time I actually realized I had a passion for it was in 5th grade. I read this book, and it's still to this day, one of my favorite books. You good?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. But it's my favorite book still to this day. It's The Phantom Toll Booth by Norton Juster.
Oh, I heard that booth disappears.
Yeah, it was my favorite book. So when I was in the 5th grade, I read the book, and then I wrote 2 composition notebooks full of the same book, but I re-envisioned it in my own head.
Whoa, were you on mushrooms at the time?
I was 10 years old. What the fuck do you think?
It's a possibility.
I don't even know what a marijuana is, okay?
What is
that
marijuana?
A weed? Anyway.
Not in Texas, no, sir.
No, sir. Not jazz cabbage.
It's the devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce. Yeah, but I wrote 2 composition notebooks just full of the book, but I re-envisioned it as my own story.
Nice.
And then when I was in the 6th grade, I was like, I'm going to revise it.
You're like the Mexican Eminem.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because you're Mexican.
Bitch, no, I'm not.
We're going to act like you are.
Okay.
For the sake of the story.
Do I need to have a different accent?
You need to have a bandana and a teardrop on your face.
Okay. Does that mean I've killed somebody before,
does that have buttons on it?
No.
I was going to say just button the top.
Or just tuck it in like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Chola.
Cute. But my mom went on this massive clean of the house. She went through everybody's shit, and she threw away all the things that she thought we didn't need anymore. And she threw away the composition notebooks that had all my stories in it. So ever since, I've been trying to rewrite it, and I've just gotten writer's block from it. Yeah.
I bet some homeless guy found that shit. He's publishing it right now.
Probably
has no idea that it was a 10-year-old. He's like, some genius poet wrote this. It's the modern Shakespeare.
I'm going to be eating tonight. You know what I mean? So.
Or maybe he just wiped his ass with it.
I don't know.
One of the two.
But then when I was in the 7th grade, I wrote a bunch of poems. I went through an angsty emo MySpace using My Chemical Romance, listening, wrist-slitting phase.
Actually, I never did that.
Be glad. It's awful. It is awful.
A lot of kids did, though.
I would wish that upon nobody. My advice to all those emo kids out there is get out while you can, because it's definitely a phase.
I don't think any emo kids listen, but get your shit together, bro.
Yeah, for real. It is a phase. You're not a faggot. Just quit. Get cultured.
Combing your hair over one eye. It seems like it cuts off your peripheral vision, man. Mm-hmm. You know, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. You don't get hit by a car.
Hey, most of the time they just cover their eye with a bang because they shaved off their eyebrow and they didn't like the way it turned out. So
really,
yeah, I had a couple friends do that.
Like they shaved it on accident?
No, they did it on purpose.
And they didn't like the way it turned out.
Well,
what did they think was gonna happen?
I don't know. Your eyebrow's not gonna be there. So what the fuck do you think?
Have you seen that Pink Floyd movie, The Wall?
Yes.
Okay, he shaves off his eyebrows. I was gonna say there's probably no way she's seen this, but you fucking hell yeah.
Yeah. I also watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite shows.
Drag queens make me uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a drag queen.
Does that make me a bad person?
No.
Okay, cool.
My wiener's just tucked in right now, so.
You're not a drag queen.
You don't know that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, whatever. I'll fight you on that.
I mean, you could have been born with a penis, but you still have feminine qualities. You're like the intersex or whatever they call them. You know?
Yeah.
Hermaphrodite? Is that the? Do they still use that term?
I don't know.
There's so many new terms. I don't know.
I know.
I don't even know what to call myself.
Right.
I just found out I was cis. So.
But with RuPaul's Drag Race, the winner of the season was Aquaria. She's the youngest queen to ever win Drag Race, and she did a makeup tutorial for Cosmopolitan, and it's on their page called Cosmo Queens, and it is so good. I'm obsessed with it.
Now, are these dudes?
Yeah.
Or are they girls?
Some of them are dudes that are just queer and dress up like makeup, but
some of them are trans?
Some of them are trans women, yeah.
Okay.
So Aquaria, I believe, is just a queer male. So what she does so she can actually draw her eyebrows better, she shaves them off. So.
Speaking of RuPaul.
Yeah.
I've never watched the show, but Wendy Williams said something about Drake. Mm-hmm. And then Drake's dad went on Instagram and posted a photo of RuPaul next to Wendy Williams and said they look alike. And I laughed so hard. I thought it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god.
Classic.
It's so classic. I think one of my favorite quotes from the season was Miss Vanjie. She was the first person eliminated in the season. And she just blew up. She became this giant meme. Whenever someone loses and is eliminated, they sashay away. So she was walking.
What's sashay?
Sashay, they walk down the runway one more time. They flaunt their stuff, all that good shit. So this girl walked down the aisle, and she was just putting her hands all over her body, and she was going, Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie.
Miss Vanjie.
Miss Vanjie. And so it just turned into this giant meme. One of my favorite ones is The Shining, when the guy's going through the door with the axe.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of here's Johnny, it says Miss Vanjie. I was like, oh,
that's funny.
Oh, fuck.
Good movie.
Oh, yeah.
Black Guy Dies First. It's one of the classics.
Right. I watched Ready Player One a couple days ago, and it had a lot of references to The Shining. Like, there was one part of the movie where they were inside The Shining. And it was...
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I need to watch that then.
I mean, it was directed by Steven Spielberg, so I don't know if he had, like, all the rights to it or what.
Mm.
But I'm pretty sure he did, because they were
that movie came out like 6 months ago, right? That's pretty recent.
Sounds about right. I don't know. I just watched it with my dad, like, a couple days ago, and it was actually pretty good.
It was good?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I'm watching This Is the End right now.
Oh, yeah. This is the
I've
one where, like, everybody, like, all the comedians and shit die.
Yeah, during the apocalypse. But
Yeah.
I've seen it, like, 2 or 3 times, but I was just thinking about it the other day, and I was like, I'm going to look that up.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching movies legally. Don't tell the cops.
Your secret's safe with me.
Cool.
I feel like we're going to delve into our deepest, darkest secrets
my
tonight,
mom stopped
just you and
paying
me.
for Netflix, so I gotta be a criminal now. You know how it is.
I don't judge, I promise.
You've only been doing comedy 2 months?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So that improv show at Urbana was like a self-esteem booster. I don't know if
that was fun.
But yeah, it was so fun.
I can't wait. I want to set up another one, but set it up like Lubbock's Laugh Off, because we basically did that, but we just didn't. We weren't as
organized.
Yeah, we weren't organized at all.
Like I said, like Whose Line Is It Anyway gives a lot of good ideas. I grew up on that show. Like,
yeah.
And then Wild and Out's a good one too. Like it combines rap with improv. So I don't know if you've ever seen it. Nick Cannon hosts it.
Nick Cannon hosts what?
Wild and Out.
Oh yeah, Wild and Out. Wild and Out's amazing.
I love Wild and Out.
That's how I discovered Cat Williams.
Really?
Yeah, I love that guy.
Oh my gosh. Emmanuel Hudson. He did that video a long time back.
Emmanuel
With, like,
Hudson?
the one that was like,
Woohoo?
Where? Woohoo?
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, that's him.
Yeah, now it's all YouTube stars on there.
Yeah.
And they're funny.
A lot of people I've never heard of, but
they're funny, but
obviously...
they were funnier back in the day.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, you know. YouTube's taking over. Like YouTube stars, they're basically like comedians. Like they don't make jokes like comedians, but they still like sell out shows and shit. I don't know what they do. I guess they just hang out with people.
Yeah.
And do their character. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I don't keep up with a lot of YouTubers. Like, I just watch Vines on YouTube.
I follow funny people on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, not really.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Instagram's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Until you get unsolicited dick pics, so.
On Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Especially when...
How many dick pics would you say you've gotten? Just a rough estimate.
Oh, my God.
Like throughout your life?
Throughout my entire life?
Yeah.
Well... There was one time when I was a teenager, probably a freshman, sophomore in high school. I was using Kik, the infamous dick pic messaging app.
Kik sounds like where every sexual predator hangs out.
Pretty much. Like, I didn't think twice about it. I was like, everyone else is using it. Why not use it? So, my Kik username got leaked on 4chan. Yeah.
I don't know anything about 4chan. I just know there's like child porn on there, so I've never gone there.
Yeah. I don't fuck with 4chan. I don't fuck with Omegle, anything like that. But my Kik
What's Omegle?
Omegle's like where you can anonymously meet people online and video chat with them.
No.
Yeah. No, I would never
That's
fuck
hella
with that.
dicks. That's Dick Central.
That's Dick Central. It's
if like the Times Square of dicks.
Yeah, if you want to guaranteed die, like use Omegle, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying use Omegle if you want to die. That's not a good idea. You can go out in a much better way than that.
Yeah, let me kill you.
What would you charge to kill someone, Matt?
What would I charge?
6 crumpled up ones and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I say 20,000. I'll kill someone for 20,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
20,000 and 18 to life, right?
No, I'm not going to jail. Assisted suicide. We'll drive to California and I'll kill them there.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
But anyway,
they got to pay for gas though.
My Kik got leaked on 4chan, and I don't know what the message said. But one day I woke up, I was getting ready to go to school, and I had 478 notifications.
Baller. You were famous.
All 478 messages were dick pics.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious.
Wow.
So my block list on Kik went from like 2 or 3 people to over 500 people.
Wow. Dick pics galore.
I also did get a pussy pic, which kind of made me feel uncomfortable at the time.
Pussies are weird looking. I mean, dicks are weird looking too. But like vaginas are just
vaginas. But this lady sent me a picture.
A vagina looks like a Venus flytrap. You know?
Or a penis flytrap in that case.
A penis flytrap. Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey,
Can't
don't
have
steal
my
my
babies.
jokes. But anyway, she sent me this picture of her dog licking her vagina, and it just made me feel
Oh my
super uncomfortable.
gosh.
I was like, damn, I guess dogs and cats do get
Did
along.
she put peanut butter on it?
I don't know.
Dogs and cats get along. That's funny.
I don't fucking know. I was so mortified, and I didn't want to tell my mom and dad, like, look at my phone, and I just deleted my Kik altogether. So
You should. You shouldn't have ever had one.
yeah, no, it was.
Is it
not a good
completely
time.
anonymous? Like,
No,
no.
Kik is not anonymous. So
Oh, because like, I people on Yik Yak when I was on Yik Yak for a little bit, that was completely anonymous. And
Yik
people
Yak
would be
was
like,
anonymous.
"What's your Kik? Here's my Kik name." And I was like, I'm not gonna hook up with a person I can't even see. That's weird as shit.
It's like masturbating to a robot, right?
Yeah, and then
you've seen Her, right?
her? Nah.
Oh, just kidding.
Did they
Well-
masturbate to a robot on there?
Well, it's a story about how this guy falls in love with a computer. So
I mean, I masturbated to a toaster once, so I can relate.
I gotcha.
It was like a toaster oven, to be exact. It wasn't like a
Oh.
regular toaster. Like, I'm not weird. But I forgot what I was going to
Do
say.
you put your buns in that oven?
No.
Damn.
No, got to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Got to keep it family oriented. This is a G-rated podcast.
Oh,
you
is
know?
it?
Yeah.
I've already probably dropped too many F-bombs for it
Yeah,
to be.
I said fuck as well, but we'll censor it later.
Okay, sounds good.
We censor every fuck with duck, so.
Sounds about right. Sounds good. I'm not complaining.
I lost my train of thought. Kik. Okay.
Yeah, Kik.
Yeah, like random. They're probably bots or fake accounts on Tinder.
Yeah.
Would be like, "Here's my Kik. Message me on Kik."
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, never. I would never do that.
Yeah.
Sounds horrible.
Tinder's dark and scary too. I have a lot of Tinder horror stories.
Do you?
So yeah.
I have a couple as well.
Yeah, I actually got on Tinder a couple days after I turned 18, so
At least you waited till 18.
that's true. That is very true. I abstained from Tinder for that long, so
No, I don't think I was on Tinder at 18. Well, I might have been.
I've
I
seen
don't
you
know.
on Tinder a couple times, so
Aw.
yeah.
I'd be there.
Yeah.
You know.
Always swiped right just to boost up your self-esteem, all the good
Thanks.
stuff.
Thank
So
you. Appreciate it.
yeah,
Appreciate
of course.
It. No, Tinder's a weird place.
Yeah, Tinder is a weird place. Like, I don't know. Like, I was trying for a long time to find a boyfriend on Tinder. And
That's not the place to go.
No, it's not. No, I kind of learned that the hard
That's the
way.
place to fuck.
Yeah, no,
That's the
just
place to get dirty.
to get dirty.
That's the place, if you're trying to eat some ass, you go on Tinder. It's called Tinder the ass eating app.
There was one time for a long time that my main pickup line on my bio was, "Hey, did you fall from heaven? Because I eat ass." And it was really awkward.
I don't
Like
get
me
it.
at the time, it's not supposed to make sense, but I was like, "Hey, maybe someone will think I have a sense of humor." And no, they were just like, "Oh, you want to eat my ass?" I was like, "No, I don't. No, I don't.
Would you?
No." I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll try everything at least once, but you good?
Yeah, I hit my shin.
Oh, that sucks.
I think I would eat my wife's ass, but I don't have a wife yet, so.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I think, but not like immediately. Like, you know, when we're like 5 years in, we're like, we've done everything. I'm gonna have to lick your butt, you know.
Yeah. I gotcha.
That's,
gotcha.
That's when we go to the butt licking.
Yeah, I gotcha. But like, I've gotten some pretty clever pickup lines, and I've gotten
Really?
some other pickup lines that have kind of flopped.
Shoot a good one.
One of my favorite ones was the guy just sent the word Titanic, and then he sent another one that said, "I'm sorry, that was a terrible icebreaker."
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Someone sent me one and it said, "Are you African? Because you're a freaking cutie."
Oh,
And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm not.
I like that.
I don't like you, but I'm gonna steal that." So
And
I
then
stole it.
one of my favorite ones that I ever got was on a scale of 1 to 10. You're a 9, and I'm the one you need.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's corny, but I mean the good
I was
ones are
like-
always corny.
I was
when it
like,
comes to
damn, I wish I
pickup
was that creative. Like,
I had some
like
back in the day that I like had in my mind, but I can't think of any right now. Pickup lines.
I gotcha.
They're fun.
Yeah.
They work online.
Not in real life.
Yeah, definitely not in real life. In real life,
Because-
it's creepy.
If you went up to someone at the bar, like, I would know, like, I've ever been inside a bar because I'm 19, but if you just walk up
Card
to
this
him,
woman.
yeah.
Don't
if
forget
you
to
just-
card her.
If you just walk up to him and say, "Hey, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see," they'll walk away 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, everyone's heard that one.
Yeah, that one's so stupid. Like, people from Tennessee aren't 10s. They're like 4s, maybe.
Really? I feel like there's a couple.
Maybe.
Probably
Like,
some nice country girls over there.
maybe. Country's not my forte, though.
Mine either, but country girls are cool.
Yeah.
I'll say yeehaw. I'll put some straw in my mouth. You
dang
know?
old yee, you know.
Yee yee. It's
Yeah.
skeeted.
Skeeted. Just with a little Copenhagen in the side, you know.
Mm-hmm. Faux show.
Fucking your cousins, all that good shit.
Gang gang 420. You feel me?
I do.
That's what all the country people say.
Oh, really? I thought all the country people said, hey, you're my cousin, but let's drink all this Bud Light and fuck on my tractor. But that's just
basically.
me. That's
Except
pretty much...
I don't own a tractor, so I say futon.
I don't own a tractor either. Like, let's be real.
But do you own a futon?
I do not. I actually have a real bed, so...
Really? Well, I got a bed and a futon. Okay.
Really?
I'm not that broke.
You got all the amenities you need,
All the
right?
amenities, yeah.
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 I dig it. I dig it a lot.
I don't have a toaster anymore, though. I threw my toaster away.
After that emotional damage you did, I can see, you know?
We couldn't look at each other in the face after that. It was pretty bad.
How did you know where its face was at?
It's,
I don't want to know that, actually. I really
let's
don't
just
want to
say
know.
I've been around the kitchen.
You've been around the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm what they call pansexual.
Oh, I gotcha. Took me a minute, but I got it. Oh, that was pretty great.
Oh,
So-
do you have you been writing any more material as
Oh.
far as comedy?
Well, ever since my debut at the 806, I haven't really written as much, you know? Because I think that story was gold, being the recovering hoe. Were you there that night?
Yeah.
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 And just telling that story, I mean, it kind of made me reminisce on my hoe days. But,
Yeah.
you
Hoe
know,
down.
hoe down, throw down, you know what I mean? Isn't that from like the Hannah Montana movie or something? I feel like it is.
I immediately thought of a black joke.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I won't say it.
Please don't.
It's a little racist.
Yeah.
It was on a movie though. I didn't come up with it. You
Oh,
know,
really?
Because I'm not racist. I got Tupac on my wall.
I know. I see
Yeah.
that. What's up, Tupac?
What's up? That's my dad.
I feel like he's staring into my soul just a little
He
bit.
is.
Like he's judging us while we're making this podcast.
All eyes on me.
Or all eyes on us.
Exactly.
You know? So,
Shout
yeah.
out to Pac.
But anyway, with writing, I've just been really good at it. Like when I took my ACT in school, I had the choice to write an essay or not write an essay, so I chose to write the essay. And on the ACT, the highest score you can get is a 35, and I got a 35 on my essay. I bombed everything else. So
Really?
if I wouldn't have taken the essay portion of the ACT, I probably would have failed it. So
I think I got like a 26 or a 24 or something. I don't remember what the scale was to. I think the scale was like 30-ish.
30, 35, something like
Okay,
that.
yeah.
So,
So I did pretty average on it, and then I was like, fuck it, I want to take that again.
I mean, what? You just need it to like get into college,
Yeah.
and some colleges don't even take it.
And
so,
I ended up going to WT, so it's like,
Yeah.
but you don't even have to take an ACT probably.
I was going to AC while I took the ACT, so
At WT, they're like, can you spell your name? You're in. You know?
really?
Probably. I don't know.
Because, I don't know, the application process for AC was really easy, but at the same time, our counselors kind of walked us through it because we did have dual credit in Canyon, so.
I was going to apply to tech. I think I did. I did apply to tech, but they made you spend money to apply. I'm just like, what the fuck? That pissed me off.
I don't think it costs to apply as a dual credit student. But when I was getting ready to graduate high school, all I had to do was change my major from dual credit to what I was going to major in, and it didn't cost anything.
Really?
Yeah, which was great.
Where'd you apply?
AC.
Oh yeah, of course AC doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's AC, so, it's like the Taco Bell of colleges around the area, so.
What are you studying?
Well, okay, get a little
Biology,
this.
huh?
Yeah, no.
You look like biology.
No, I am
That's a compliment.
Thanks.
You look like life.
Do I give you life, Matt?
You give everyone life.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oxygen,
Oxygen.
carbon dioxide,
I take in the carbon dioxide.
respiration, photosynthesis.
I have fruit-bearing seeds.
Whoa. Too soon. Too soon.
That sounded rough. Just kidding. I don't.
She does though. Scouting.
Casting couch.
Not on my futon.
Oh.
All right, but you were about to say something. I forgot what it was.
I am a business administration major is what I'm doing. And like at first I was going to do music, but after that thing happened in high school, I kind of changed my mind a little bit. So,
Do you still have a passion for music?
of course I do. Like I'm writing music right now
Nice.
with a couple of friends I met at school, and when I started, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm going to focus on my classwork and just work. And then I got an email from the music department saying, "Hey, come audition for us." And I guess it was just like sent to everybody. So I went in, I auditioned, I got into every single group.
Wait, audition. What type of audition was it?
A voice audition.
Oh, nice.
So he just like warmed me up in the room.
And what were the groups?
There are a couple groups on campus. There's concert choir, which is for like everybody. It's continuing ed. So even if you're not a music major, you can join it. There's vocal jazz. It counts as a credit hour, but even if you're not a music major, you can still join it. And then I also met my voice teacher that day too, which was really exciting because she had such a full schedule and she heard me sing. And she was like, I want you to take lessons with me.
I want you, babe. Do 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 do. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're
I had to
good.
break out into song.
You're good. But honestly, I am so glad that I did it because it's been a great way to get music back involved in my life. And in high school, I was always told you can either do music and be a music major or keep music out of your life as a non-major. But AC's really been a great way to do both.
That's badass.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do, like, what do you want to do with business administration?
Hopefully, if the plan works out, I'm going to
Yeah.
move to Michigan next summer so I can start my bachelor's there.
To Detroit?
No.
No.
I'm going to Western Michigan and Kalamazoo if the plan works out.
Kalamazoo?
Yes.
That's a real place? I
Yes.
thought it was a fucking Dr. Seuss book.
No.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a real place, but people call it Kazoo up there.
I like Michigan just because it's shaped like an oven mitt. And when I see oven mitt, I think a hamburger helper. And so,
It's
yeah.
so funny. My grandmother grew up there, and every time she points out cities on the map, she always takes her hand, like
Really?
the state, and she'll point to it. Like, this right here is Ann Arbor. This right here is the capital.
that,
This is where I grew up.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been
Is
there.
the Great Lakes, like the lakes over there, are they cold as shit?
Not in the summertime when we went.
Really?
We went to South Haven, and we went to Lake Michigan, and it was so beautiful there. The sand was hot. I actually got to feel
Really?
real water.
That's
like,
badass.
and like Michigan's great because there are real trees, and they're not bent over
Yeah.
from all the wind. The rain falls straight down from the sky.
Mm.
So, Northerners, I feel like when I move up there, it's going to be a culture shock because obviously I've lived here my whole life, born and
Yeah.
raised in Amarillo. And like we call them Cokes. They call them Pop.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah. And whenever you're like understanding something, like when you're talking to someone, you're like, oh yeah, I got you, or something like that. They say, okay. And like here, when you would say,
okay.
yeah, when you would say, okay, it's kind of like rude. You know what I mean?
I say, all right then.
I didn't.
Wrap it up then.
I say, I don't fucking care. Fuck your problems. You know what I mean?
What's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But I'm very excited about it. I toured the campus for my senior year, got my senior pictures taken up there.
Really? What was the name of the college?
Western Michigan University.
Western Michigan.
Yeah.
Is that D1?
I'm not entirely sure.
I'm going to look it up real quick.
No, you're good. But yeah, it was beautiful. I toured the campus and everything, and I got to tour the School of Business. And that's what really pushed me to like decide to go towards business.
Western Michigan University. Western Michigan University Broncos.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So I'll go from a Badger to a Bronco.
That's cool. So you're going to stop at bachelor's? You're going to try to get a
I've
master's?
thought about getting a master's. I mean, my dad has a master's, so
Yeah.
I feel like he would really push me and support me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, my grandmother grew up in Michigan, and then she married a Texan and moved down here,
Mm-hmm.
like way back when. And so we toured the school together, and she showed me everything. And I actually found out that there is a scholarship for out-of-state students.
Nice.
If they can prove they had a family member graduate from the school, it's $15,000 guaranteed.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And who went there?
My grandmother.
Hell yeah.
So she's always been one of my biggest role models. She's always been one of my biggest supporters. So
That's badass.
just going there, I think I could continue on her legacy. And she owned a business when her husband was still alive. And so I'm wanting to open my own business. I'm wanting to open something like the 806 up there.
Really, that's dope.
Yeah.
I want to open up a comedy club / gym.
So all you comedians can make fat jokes at all the fat people, right?
Or something like that. Like, it'll be separated. It'll be blocked off.
Like
Of course.
just a soundproof wall in between the two.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'll find a way to make it work. But I'd love to open up a comedy club here, but I also want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
But at the same-
I can't blame you.
But now I feel like I'm responsible for the comedy scene right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, like, I don't want to leave too soon.
Yeah, because you're like, you and Skylar are like the big dogs right here, right now, aren't you?
I mean, not like in a conceited way. But yeah, Skylar really started it, and I've helped. But yeah, I want to get out, and he does too. But like, I also want to like build a scene before I leave. So that way when I come back, some shit will be popping up. I'm like, hey, what's up? You
Yeah,
know?
I gotcha.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's really cool. And like, I don't know.
And I don't know about going to bigger cities, because
Yeah. Like I said, it's going to be a culture shock because
Yeah.
Kalamazoo is a little bit bigger than Amarillo.
mm-hmm.
and winters I've heard suck up there. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
But the thing is, people don't give a fuck. People know how to drive up there, you know? Like, when it snows here, everybody dies.
Yeah. Well, when it fucking rains here, everybody freaks out. Like, just one drop falls from the sky and everybody's getting into wrecks. Like,
shit's weird. We're not used to water falling from the sky. We think God's mad at us.
Oh, my God. That's great. I fucking love that. God damn it.
No, but that is cool.
Yeah.
I need to see more states.
Yeah. I really didn't start seeing more states until my grandmother also bought a vacation house in Arizona.
Damn, how's Arizona?
Oh, it's beautiful. We don't go in the summer because it gets up to like 116, 120 degrees.
I feel that.
But we usually go in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
And we always like go shopping, go see new things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's such a different climate compared to here.
I've been to Arizona, but I didn't leave the airport.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I remember like I was going from Texas to California, and I like stopped off in Arizona. I just remember everybody was fucking sunburnt.
Oh yeah, I can believe it. So my mom and dad actually went down to Arizona for their anniversary, and the day they got to the vacation house, the air conditioner broke. So
oh Jesus,
it was awful from what they told me. So they ended up staying in this hotel there called the Valley Ho, which I think is kind of a funny name because, you know.
Is it spelled like H-O or is it like Spanish like
H-O.
Vallejo? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I guess they had like waitresses there, and they kept bringing you beers poolside, and oh, they showed me pictures. I was so jealous. That's
badass.
I just want a vacation. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm getting overtime every week at work, so.
I remember like Arizona State was like one of the number one party schools. So it was like, hey, Arizona looks fun. Looks like a fun place.
I've heard Tech's a pretty big party school too. So.
Yeah, but they got Raider rash, so you can't party that hard.
Raider rash. That's true.
Yeah, that's how you get herpes.
Oh.
Yep,
I wouldn't know, so.
Me either.
Yeah, I'm clean.
I'm a virgin, so. Born again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just got baptized.
Did you?
Right before the podcast. Before every podcast, I get baptized.
You just dump in that nasty ass pool outside?
Nah, I dunked my head in the tub.
Oh. So the plumbing here has holy water.
Yeah.
I would burn that shit so fast, let me tell you.
Jesus is my plumber.
Jesus is your plumber?
He's the mechanic here. He's really good.
Does he look like Jesus or does he look like Mario?
He looks like like a Jesus with like a cousin.
Oh, I gotcha.
From Mexico would look.
I gotcha.
Yeah. He's a mechanic. He's good. He's good people.
He's good peoples.
Yeah. Are you performing at the tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
At Urbana?
No, I'm not. I'm doubling.
Me either.
Yeah. Remember?
Oh yeah.
You remember in that post you were like, "Oh yeah, Chayse is performing,"
See,
and I'm like, "No, the fuck, I'm not performing."
I forget things.
That's okay, me too.
I'm not gonna be there either. I'm going to the Harley party.
Ooh.
I'm gonna serve beer.
On the Border's supposed to be there, so I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah. What are they serving? Do you know?
I think margaritas or tacos. I'm not sure, but we'll be there.
I'll eat it.
But
I get there early and I go and eat all the food and I drink a lot of beer and then I serve beer.
Sounds like the life.
It's volunteer work.
Yeah.
Because I used to work for Family Support Services.
Okay.
Shout out to Family Support Services. Helping bruised and battered women and children.
I gotcha.
But yeah, I worked there for an internship, and now I go volunteer every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's lots of fun.
I gotcha.
The lady that was my boss loves me. She's like, "You're the best intern I've ever had."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Oh, it's great. Thanks. It's great. Great lady."
Yeah, I gotcha.
Fun times.
Sounds like a fun time. Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I've always wanted an internship, but it's never guaranteed as to like where they're paid or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't take any that weren't paid.
I gotcha.
Because I couldn't afford to, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, living's not cheap.
I was broke as fucking college.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm the same amount of broke. Because all I do is pay more bills.
Gotcha.
So I'm like...
Live in La Vida Broca.
I'm always broke, no matter what.
Yeah.
As soon as I get paid, I'm like, oh, I got to spend 90% of this.
I gotcha.
Hopefully I can buy a sandwich.
Or I might have to eat the grass again. God damn it.
That's life. That's life. Don't get credit cards.
I've never gotten a credit card.
Good. You should get one. But I have 3 right now.
Really?
I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with me? one of them's almost maxed out. The rest of them are okay.
Yeah.
But still, I got to pay on them every month. And I'm just like, I fucking hate
and
myself.
And the interest and stuff like that.
Yeah, interest builds up. It's a real bitch.
I bet. When I worked at Forever 21, they tried getting me to get a credit card there.
Well, if you're smart with it, it's a good idea. If you pay it off every month, it's great.
Yeah. But I was like, no, y'all can't force me.
That was my original plan, and I was paying it off every month. But then I was like, oh, I'll spend a little more. And then spend a little more, and then spend a little more. I'm broke right now, I'll just spend a little more.
That's fine.
And you end up spending $900 out of $1,000, and you're like, well, fuck.
Well, shit.
Yep. That's my life.
That sounds like a great life.
Yeah, I gotta go find some oil money or something, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I might move to Michigan.
With me? Be my business partner?
Kill some Wolverines.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll open up a shop.
It could be a comedy shop.
Comedy
a gym,
shop.
Coffee shop, all that good shit. Just make
That's
it a
exciting.
multi-center or something.
I do want to travel now, just for comedy.
Just to do it.
Every time I go somewhere, I'm like, I wonder if they do stand up. Like, I wonder if there's an open mic I can go to.
Yeah. I think my first indicator that I wanted to do stand up was probably anti-V Day. I know that's one of your favorite days ever. So,
Yo, fuck that day.
fuck that day. But that was when I first started going to the 806. I started going to the 806 back
Put
in
on
January.
a fucking bow tie.
I know, I saw that. You looked so good.
Thank you.
Damn, dude.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. But anyway, I went and I was single at the time, so I was texting all these people with just one pickup line. And I even told Thomas the pickup line because I thought Thomas would appreciate it.
Did you already say it on here?
No.
Oh.
I said, yeah, you might know me as Chase, but tonight I want you to call me School because I want you to shoot kids and me.
Oh, fuck. That's funny as shit.
Yeah.
You got to use that. I mean, if you plan on doing more comedy.
I'm planning on it. I mean, like, the show at Urbana after we did the improv, all of my stuff was just improvised. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Got
That's
a lot
good.
of laughs. And like I said, that was like a big self-esteem booster knowing that I was the person who'd been doing stand-up the least and I won.
Yeah.
And I fucking destroyed all you
did
boys.
well. You did well.
I was excited about it.
I was kind of disappointed because I'm not going to say the names, but a couple people were just quiet the whole time. It's just like, why the fuck did you even want to be here?
Yeah.
And
like the whole thing is like, especially if you want to, like, personally, I'm not pursuing it for a career, but I know some people are.
Yeah.
If you want to make a career out of it, you gotta shoot your shot. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So if you just emit yourself as someone who doesn't give a fuck about, the events or just keep quiet the whole time, you're not going to be remembered. You're not going to be invited back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Like if we set it up again, if we do another improv, I'm definitely going to be more selective.
I got you. And I would love to do the improv again.
Because I do want to make it a career. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't see myself doing anything else.
Yeah. And I see a lot of, like, people, especially here, like you, Skylar, a couple others, that really just want to make a career out of it.
That'd be great.
And that's so badass. Like,
I don't even want to be rich. I just want to be able to, like, not need a job.
Honestly.
That's it.
Sometimes happiness is greater than money ever would be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Sounds like such a hipster bullshit thing to say.
No, it's true. Because I could go be an agent and make six figures. But I'd fucking hate my life, you know?
Yeah.
It's be boring as shit.
And like with what I want to do, I feel like I want to reach out to people the way like Jason and Courtney and all the people at the 806 have. You know what I mean?
806 is a great place.
Yeah, it's for like people from all walks of life. Your comedians, your poets, your bohemians, your
everybody.
College kids.
The weirdest people can be there, and then everyone's chill.
And everybody talks to everybody there.
Yeah.
You know,
And
like we're all so chill with each other, and
yeah.
I mean, that's where I met Drew for the first time too. So.
I was talking about this with Tess earlier, but I was saying like, those are people like I would see and I would think we'd never have anything in common. Like we'd never be friends, we'd never talk, we'd never hang out.
Yeah.
And then like, because I had that prejudice, I was like, oh, they look like this, so we wouldn't get along. But then like everyone in there is chill as fuck. Like, I love everybody in there.
Yeah,
There's
I got
great
you.
people in there.
And like I was kind of saying, like that was the first time I met Drew, and Drew did pass away last month, so.
Oh yeah, Drew.
Yeah.
That was sad.
That was so sad, and I think the hardest thing was definitely seeing all my friends hurt. Like I knew I was hurting, but seeing my friends hurt even more was what really sucked.
He seemed like such a great guy too.
He was so sweet. Like
I never talked to him for more than probably 20 seconds.
Yeah, there was one day, like it was right after my boyfriend at the time and I broke up, and I would just go to the smoking room and sit there for hours on end, not talk to anybody, just sitting there, just in complete silence. So there was one day I was working on my music and he came up to me and he started talking to me like, hey, what kind of music are you working on? Like, do you do music? Blah, 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 all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
We just started talking to each other and we introduced ourselves and it made me feel like an awesome person. And that day he had a cheesecake from somewhere and he offered to like share it with me. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm unemployed.
That's
I was
awesome.
unemployed at the time. So I was like, yeah, free food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we shared the cheesecake and we just kept talking. And that's what really kind of allowed me to say, hey, make more friends. You're here for a reason. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So because of Drew, I started doing open mic. I started reaching out to more people. I started making more friends and all that fun stuff. So, and
he was a great musician too.
oh my God,
He's a talented guy.
So talented. And
that's sad.
then when I found out he passed away, I was really, really devastated.
What's crazy is like I saw him at the Georgia Tap House like probably less than a week.
Less than a week before it happened.
Yeah, before it happened. And I was like, damn, like maybe I could have said something, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
because you never know what's going on.
Because you always wonder, like, could I
have done something different?
Yeah, could I have brightened his day?
Mind?
Could I have done something to like make him feel better?
Yeah. And so my friends and I went to the funeral and everything, and at the funeral there was a table with all of his stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
There was a picture of him playing guitar, and the picture said, "Where words fail, music speaks." Right next to it there was a vase of guitar picks. And so it said, "Take a pick in honor of Drew."
Damn.
So the next day after the funeral, I went to a tattoo shop and I got the guitar pick tattooed on me. So
that's awesome.
Because I just keep saying this. If it wasn't for Drew, I probably would have stopped going to the 806. I probably would be in a completely different spot in my life right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like you really never know what people are going through.
Yeah. And like I said, I've been writing some music, and I actually wrote a song about Drew. So hopefully here in a couple months, it'll be ready to perform at the 806, which I'm very excited about. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, he died. It's going to be like, we loved him and we remember him through this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
I remember the day Tristan was having like his mental breakdown at the 806.
Oh, that was my first open mic ever. Please tell me about it.
And Drew was like the guy that was talking to him. He's like, dude, it's okay. No. Like, he was calming him down.
Yeah.
And they've known each other for a really long time. So I know, like, when he died, like, Tristan took it really hard.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just,
yeah.
It sucks seeing that, you know.
It's awful. Like,
it sucks how common it is, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, honestly, that was a really big bonding point with my brother, because my brother lost one of his best friends to suicide last year. Like, they probably died about 4 or 5 days apart.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had several friends that have attempted it. My grandma attempted suicide. None of them have like done it, but they've tried, and it's just like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, it happens way more often than you think it would.
Yeah.
Especially coming from Canyon, where you think, oh, everybody's happy and good, you know.
Small town syndrome. Everybody knows everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it kind of hit me before Drew passed away too. Like, I think it was my junior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Someone really close to me, like really, really close to me, overdosed on hydros.
Really?
Yeah. And one of their friends actually called the cops, because I guess they told them that they were going to do it. So they called the cops, and they showed up. They put him on life support, saved him. He was put in the pavilion, all that fun stuff. But I'm pretty sure if that person wouldn't have called, they would have died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's scary to think about, you know?
Definitely.
Because death changes people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, when stuff like that happens to people you know, you're just like, man, like, I really need to, like, go out more. Like, just to say a simple hello, you know? Could make someone's day.
Impact someone's lives, you know?
For sure.
Because you never know.
You don't.
You never know what someone's going through.
Even like a simple compliment goes a long way. Like, when someone compliments me, I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It makes me feel really good.
Not like a Mean Girls where it's like, oh my God, I love that bracelet. Oh my God, that bracelet's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. You know what I mean?
Not the passive aggressive stuff, but like legit.
Definitely.
But yeah.
Definitely, you know?
You need to stay off social media. Everybody's a dick on there.
Damn. Well, this is the part of the evening where the podcast takes a rough turn to sad shit.
It took a little rough turn, but it was real, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace.
We love you, Drew.
Faux show.
I mean, my feelings now.
I almost
not
teared
like
up.
the Drake song.
I almost teared up.
I felt it. Like,
I had a little water in my eye.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I didn't mean for it to come to this.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. It just feels good just talking about it, you know?
It does feel good.
Because I'm not remembering him for the things that happened. I'm remembering him for the impact he caused on my life. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And like I said, I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met Skylar. I wouldn't have met Jason or Courtney or anybody.
You weren't performing at all there at that point?
No. No, I wasn't.
Damn. I remember you had a really good poem where you were like referencing music.
Yes, I was actually going to bring the book.
It was like Black Hole. I remember you said Black Hole Sun in it.
Yeah.
Because I remember that caught my attention, and then you kept saying other music references.
That's probably one of my favorite poems I ever wrote.
I don't remember it, but I just remember I was like, damn, this is badass.
Let me see. I'm going to try to find it on my phone.
Because honestly, like most poetry, I kind of zone out a little bit.
Yeah, I got you.
But then I was listening to yours. I was like, she's fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, she's fucking awesome.
That means a lot. Thank you. Like, I listened to the episode with Wu-Tang Tim and Logan, and y'all talked about it. And that made me feel really good. Like,
oh, yeah.
That made me feel so good.
We were blazed on that one. I don't smoke, but
yeah,
those guys were high.
That does not surprise me one bit. I'm trying to find it.
They're cool. I love those guys.
Oh, God, me too.
Tim's so adorable.
Oh, my God. Wu-Tang Tim.
I introduced him as the most adorable comedian in Amarillo.
I'm trying to find it, because I don't really, remember it.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Oh, my gosh. And I'm just scrolling by, memes, and I saw this meme a long time ago. And it'd probably help if I went to my videos instead. But anyway, this meme said, "Is Piglet a pig or an armadillo?" And then someone commented under it, and he said, "Well, his name isn't fucking Armadillo Lit, is it?"
Armadillo Lit.
Armadillo Lit.
He's shaped like an armadillo, though.
Yeah, for real.
It's a good-ass point.
God.
You know who's a real bitch?
Me.
Rabbit.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. You too. Is the rabbit's name Rabbit?
Yes.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, too.
Let me see. I'm trying to find it.
Why has everyone got names but Rabbit?
That's not it.
No, but the rabbit was basically Squidward.
Yeah, I can see it.
A real asshole. A grade A asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Just hated fun. Like, I would fight him. Speaking of, I'm going to go watch that Winnie the Pooh live action. I think it's called Christopher
Robin. Yeah.
That's going to be dope.
It's back in my feels, you know what I mean?
I loved that cartoon.
God, when I was a baby, my parents did my whole nursery as Winnie the Pooh.
Really?
So, I had a Piglet blanket.
Christopher Robin.
That's funny.
I'm going to work on a Winnie the Pooh impression.
This is probably it.
I love Hunter.
This is it.
This is your poem?
Yeah, this is it.
Hold it up to the mic.
Hold it up to the mic. Let me start it over. I don't know if you'll be able to. Let me know.
No, you'll be able to hear it.
Radiohead helped me realize I'm a creep, and Beck called me a loser. But
Yeah.
the verb of bittersweet symphonies took the cake and pushed me to go the distance. I created a simple plan which I thought was perfect, yet instead focused on the sad song We the Kings and the Queen of the Stone Age wail, but no one knows. I'll be sleeping at last with the closure of a turning page. The Beatles told me that all you need is love, and although boys like girls and instances of thunder, they endure rivers and roads through the head and the heart. With some luck, we may escape the fate and reverse the curse. Green Day reassured me that it's okay to walk alone along a boulevard of broken dreams as long as you're still breathing. If the day-to-day journey proposes all signs point to Lauderdale, then it will be a day to remember. Though the music which defines our taste may time and time again fall out, boy, it is so damn irresistible. The music we expose ourselves to is an onomatopoeia of self-discovery, a symphonic topiary, a sound garden which raised us up when we fell on black days. As I study everyone in the room standing in front of you, writing this as I wear these shorts with the white stripes and the hardest button to button, I can tell we're gonna be friends. We are the freaks and geeks who are not afraid to disobey the concepts of conformity. We are the misfits who spend Saturday night together. We are the daughter of a wild youth, the animals of building a house of the rising sun. We are the bricks and mortar, but we are also the builders. We're the creators. We live in a house made of each other, and inside this brick house lives not Commodores, but a single person composed of all of us. Each one of us are the muscles, the organs, the skin, and bones of a wallflower with one headlight. 21 pilots comforted me in times I was stressed out. But through putting myself out there, I understand the word of Metallica, for I am one. I am one with each and every person who has come in between these doors and out of our house. When we were in grade school, High School Musical taught us that we are all in this together. It sounds stupid now, but it's true. I love every one of these walls because it's the equivalent of loving yourself. Shogin and Cambria explained it was the best to wake up because everything is evil that is evil and stressful disappears when you are here. You are safe. You matter. Welcome home.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Oh my gosh.
You wrote that yourself?
I did.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's talented as shit.
Yeah, especially I was going to make it just 90s music, and then I just ran out of ideas like Creep by Radiohead,
Yeah.
Loser by Beck, Bittersweet Symphony by The Verb. I had to think about that one. I was thinking of the order in my head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just started thinking about it and I just wrote it down.
Yeah, and it flowed really well.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
I liked the Green Day part because it kind of felt like I was rapping. My rap skills are kind of on point too. Not gonna brag or anything. Just I'll never forget 7th grade. My pre-AP Texas history teacher gave us an assignment for extra credit. It was like 3 extra 100s in the grade book. They said, you have a day. If you come back with a freestyle rap about the Great Depression and perform it, you'll get 3 100s.
What?
Yeah.
I would have loved
I was
that
like,
shit.
Bet. So I had a bunch of karaoke CDs at the time. Shout out to when karaoke was still a thing, and then when CDs were still a thing, you had alone mixed together. But I did it to a karaoke track of Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg, and I called it Droppin' Like the Stock.
Snoop. That's creative. It's creative.
You know.
Doom, 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 doom.
Snoop.
Go ahead and perform it.
Oh my God, I don't remember it as the whole thing. That was 6 years ago. You think I'm going to remember that?
Homegirl dropping like the NASDAQ. That's a Gambino line.
Oh yeah, I know.
You don't know.
You don't know that?
Yeah, I don't know that you I don't know.
Oh my God. But that was probably one of the highlights of junior high. The rest of it was just all downhill from there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
My highlights of junior high was speech class.
Oh, I love speech class.
Did you have Miss Rakes?
I did not.
I think she
died.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's
So,
sad.
My pre-AP Texas history teacher was actually my speech teacher the next year. So, yeah.
Did you still do lip sync videos?
Yes, I did.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you sang?
I sang a Paramore song.
Nice.
Yeah.
My first one was Superman by Three Doors Down. And the other one was...
Because you had to do one by yourself and one in a group, right? Yeah.
And then, I don't remember the group one.
The group one for us was What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction.
Oh, my group one was Walking on Sunshine.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did, we choreographed it and everything to like a Just Dance thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a contest. She said first place for groups and first place for solos get a prize. And we won the group one, which was very exciting.
Nice. I was going to ask, did they have the bleachers out there when you were in high school?
Yes.
Nice. And they had the fence built up?
Yes.
That's cool. And they had the turf field, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, they pimped everything out as soon as I left.
I know, it sucks, right?
It does suck.
Yeah.
That's funny.
They're building a new school in CISD. It's called Pinnacle. It's a middle
shit.
school. Yeah. And it's a 2-story. I think it's set to open this year.
For real?
Yeah.
Where's it going to be?
I don't know. It's either going to be this year or next year.
They were talking about that. Like, when I was in high school, they were like, we have too many kids coming in. Like, we have to...
People keep fucking unprotectedly.
Everyone's moving to Canyon because they're like, Canyon has good schools. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
they have regular-ass schools. Like, it's not... There's nothing special there.
Yeah. But anyway, it's like the Applebee's of school districts here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I keep making food references.
Applebee's.
Yeah. But Pinnacle is supposed to be like a 2-story school. And they have lockers to where you just download an app on your phone, put your password in that way, and it opens.
Oh, fuck that.
I was like, what the fuck? Where was that when I was in school?
That's not even necessary.
Come
what
on,
is
when
that
I was
shit about?
when I was in intermediate school, I had a Hannah Montana padlock. Like, let's be real.
We're going to have robot lockers for no fucking reason. We could put more money into education, but we need robot lockers.
Yeah. And holographic meatloaf, you know.
Holographic meatloaf.
My favorite.
Made by Karen.
The computer wife. Going back to the computer wife thing.
That's great. So if they're building another middle school, they're going to need another high school, right?
I don't know.
Because the high school was too small. Like, they had to put those extra buildings out there.
Yeah. Like they had Midway too.
How many people did you graduate with?
My brother and I are a year apart, so I graduated in 18. No, just kidding. I graduated in 17.
No, but like how many people in your class?
I'm getting there.
Oh, my bad.
But anyway, when I graduated in 2017, I graduated with about 435 people.
See, that's double what I had.
Yeah. And then when my brother graduated the year after, he only graduated with 210 people.
The fuck happened?
I don't know. Everybody like off themselves or drop out or get pregnant. I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because you have Midway too, and some people graduate from Midway instead of like Randall or Canyon.
Those are dumb kids.
Sometimes. I mean, I don't know. It's none of my business.
Or they're just trying to graduate early.
Yeah, a couple of my friends graduated early from Midway so they could like start their jobs or go to college.
That's weird.
I don't know.
Like enjoy no responsibilities. Why do you want to graduate early?
Yeah, like my senior year was so easy because I finished all my credits and I didn't have to worry about music.
All I did was watch movies my senior year.
Yeah. My senior year, I got into a work program, so I only had to go to school for 3 hours and then I was done for the rest of the day, which was amazing.
That's fun.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, boy.
I was late every day my senior year. It was good. Was Miss Schaller still there?
Yes.
Yeah, she was my first period teacher. One day we all went to get donuts. It was like one of the last days. I think it was the very last day of school. and she gave us like $20. So we got donuts and we got chocolate milk, and she got super pissed that we got chocolate milk. She was
Really?
like, I told you just get donuts, and then we just left. Like I was like, she's
Like,
mad. So I
fuck
just
you,
left.
bye.
Haven't talked to her since.
Did you do senior skip day?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't.
It wasn't that cool though, because I mean, I skipped a lot, so it
Yeah.
was like a regular day.
Like, honestly, my fuel my senior year was like, you know what? I'm already getting half a day off every day anyway.
Mhm.
So why skip? You know what I mean?
Yeah, goody two shoes.
You know me. Almost perfect attendance my senior year.
Did you really have perfect attendance?
Almost. Missed one day the whole
I
year.
would have hated you.
Really?
No, I'm just playing.
But anyway, graduated in the top 5% of my class, all that
Definitely
fun
hated you.
stuff. So
That's cool.
graduated with a 99.7 GPA.
Damn.
Yeah.
I had like a 94.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
My sibling almost flunked out, so
But he made it.
he made it.
Yeah.
He only had to quit band and take easier classes to do it, but he made it.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
No child left behind.
Yeah.
George Bush.
Yeah. 9/11 was an inside job, bitch.
Yeah. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah. How about that?
Absolutely.
Fucking lootly.
Fucking lootly.
You like that?
Yeah. So, are you just... How many credits do you have in college right now? And do they all
Well,
transfer to Michigan?
I'm keeping my fingers crossed. A majority of them will transfer. I almost said transfer, but that's not a word. Transfer. You know, when cranberries go to college and they want to transfer, you know, all that fun shit. But I was actually set to graduate this summer. I actually bought my cap and gown, walked the stage, got the cover, just had a couple more little summer classes I had to take. 3 days before my very last class I needed to completely finish started, I got an email from the school. Oh, yeah, by the way, we canceled this class and all of our other classes have filled up. So, yeah.
Nice.
I was like, well, damn.
One more semester.
One more semester. Gotta wait until fucking December to get my
That's
piece
cool.
of paper.
How many credits did you have going into college?
I had 24 credits going into college.
Nice. I think I had 20. I want to say 27, but I could be wrong.
And you know, it's just a 60 credit program, so.
Nice. But I didn't know what I wanted to do when I went into college.
See, I thought I had everything I wanted to do sorted out.
Are you going to try to minor in music or something?
I wanted to get a specialization in it because
Nice. Relax.
I know I'm getting violent over here. Call me Chris Brown, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
Only if you beat me.
maybe after the podcast, post up, catch me outside.
Catch these hands.
Catch these hands.
How about that?
How about that? Oh. Did you hear she was placed on parole?
No, I just watched one of her music videos.
Oh.
I only watched it because one of my favorite comedians, Theo Vaughn, was in it.
Oh, really?
And he was in it as like a pedophile. It was super funny.
That's fine, whatever. Yeah, but I guess like I was watching top 10 craziest kids on Dr. Phil or something. Like I watch a lot of like Watch Mojo and stuff like that. Shout out to Watch Mojo,
Was
by
she
the
number
way.
one?
She was number 4.
Damn.
So there are kids more fucked up than Danielle Bergoli out
She's
there.
the only one with a career, though.
Yeah, that's true. Like, supposedly, when she got famous, she became a musician. She paid off her mom's mortgage. I can't say that right, but it's fine.
Mortgage.
Mortgage?
Mortimer.
Mortician.
Mordecai.
Cute.
Fuck dead bodies.
Oh, my gosh.
But what after paying off the mortgage?
After paying off the mortgage, I guess she got arrested in Florida. She pleaded guilty to grand theft of an automobile. So
How about that?
How about that? Just throwing your life away at a young age. I guess that's the way to do it if you want to be famous. So
Yeah, it works.
it works.
Right, but 13-year-olds would be a great rapper. You know?
Yeah. Tekashi.
8 singles.
Come on, because 13 times... No, just kidding. I was about to say 13 times 3 is 69, but it's definitely 39.
Close enough.
Close enough. I nailed it.
69 is a prime number. I'm just playing. I have no idea.
I don't know. Oh, God. My dad taught me a prime number school because he's a math teacher. So
Yeah.
needed it to the theme of the Addams Family.
Mm-hmm.
So
Prime. Is that how it went? How'd it go?
there's 2, 3, 5, and 7.
Okay,
We're
well,
in
that
a
shit.
math heaven. 11, 13, 17. And don't forget 19. These are the primes. These are the primes.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah. I don't know how I still remember that.
Did you learn the preposition song?
I did not.
Where it's like aboard, above, about, above, across, after, against,
It's long among, around, at, as. Yeah, all that fun stuff. I had Miss Coleman when I was in Canyon.
I
so.
didn't have. I had McGibbony. I don't know if she was
I
still there.
loved Coleman.
No.
I was so sad. I missed the day that she told the story of her kid passing away.
Wasn't she a math teacher?
No, Coleman was an English teacher.
Oh, see, I don't even remember shit anymore.
Getting old, Matt.
I am getting old.
Yeah, getting Alzheimer's and that shit.
Old as shit.
Yeah. Did I see a couple little white hairs on your head?
I do have gray hairs.
Do you?
Yeah, I have like 3 or 4.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, I got my first gray when I was 15, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you stressing? Is that why you turned emo? You're like, I already have gray hair.
Oh.
Life isn't fair.
You guys want to go see the Fall Out Boy concert? You know.
Fall Out Boy's not emo enough. Shut up.
Shut up.
So your friend said.
Yeah.
You're like, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Wait,
go
what?
cry
You
and
don't
write
like
poetry.
sleeping with sirens? You can't be a real emo if you don't like sleeping with sirens. You know what I mean?
That's how you get AIDS.
Yeah.
Sleep with sirens.
Sleep with sirens. Yeah. I actually have a mermaid. Sorry, I just went off of what you said. I heard sirens.
I
and
actually have AIDS.
Yeah. Shut up. I do not have AIDS. I am clean.
That's what someone with AIDS would say if they're in denial.
I'm not in denial, bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
She's not in denial.
I'm not in denial. Or am I in denial? I'm not in denial because I don't have it.
in denial?
My name is no. My number is no.
Chicka Slim Shady.
Chicka Slim Shady. But anyway, I have a tattoo of a mermaid on the back of one of my calves. You need to quit hurting yourself, Matt.
I'm sorry, I got long legs.
Are you okay?
Good. I hurt my knee.
Tall-looking
I
ass
hurt
over
my knee
there.
a little bit.
Aww. But I have a mermaid on the back of my right calf. It's a skeleton mermaid.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't know
Dead
if you've ever
mermaids.
seen it. It's pretty cool, but
I don't believe in mermaids.
it was one of my favorite songs that I ever sang in college. It's called The Sweet and Lovely Siren, and it's pretty much just about a siren luring a sailor to his death. So,
Oh, that happened on Pirates of the Caribbean, I think.
the worst one out of all of them.
Yeah,
On Stranger Tides.
I didn't watch it.
I remember going to watch it, and everybody, except for me, fell asleep in the theater.
I don't like when mermaids wear tops. You know, it's not realistic.
I gotcha.
Who are you covering up for? Who are they covering up for? You know? The sharks?
I don't know. You know, they wear seashells because A shells are too small, and B shells are too small, and D shells are too big, so.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Do you watch Family Guy?
Every now and then.
Because there's a Family Guy episode where, like, it might have been the one where, like, Stewie, like, kills his mom, Lois, and she, like, ends up stranded on an island.
Yeah.
And there's, like, there's a mermaid there.
Yeah.
But the top of him is a fish, and he has human legs.
What the
And she's
fuck?
like, he was like, are we going to make love? And she goes, no, I was expecting the opposite. And he goes, but if it was the opposite, I wouldn't have a dick.
I love that. That's great.
It's really funny.
Oh, God. I just remember growing up watching a couple episodes of Family Guy every now and then because my mom hated it.
Mm-hmm.
She hates South Park. The only one she really likes
I
is
love
like
South Park. My mom
Futurama
introduced me
and
to
The
South Park. That's why I'm so
Simpsons.
messed up.
Yeah. My dad would let us watch it late night when she was asleep. They'd be like, okay, come watch it with us. And we did. And
My mom had we didn't have cable, but she had a VHS tape of like
throwback.
the Charlie Manson Christmas special. And I watched that like 1,000 times.
Charlie Manson or Charlie Brown?
Charlie Manson.
Okay.
It was a South Park episode where Charlie Manson.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I was like, whoa.
It was Charlie Manson Christmas special, and then it was like a Thanksgiving special with Star and Marvin. And I think there was one more.
Yeah.
Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
Yes.
Fucking classics.
Mr. Hanky.
And I watched those like 100 times at least. And I
My
was like, this is
favorite-
the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
I grew up on a lot of like the Jim Henson puppets. So there was one.
Okay, creeper.
Hey, come here, puppet boy.
I don't even know
Make
who
me talk.
I don't even know who Jim Henson is.
And I'm younger than you. That's sad.
Is it?
Jim Henson voiced the original Kermit the Frog. I don't know if you knew that.
Her.
I know,
I
Kermit
can't-
the Frog here. You
Kermit
know.
the Frog here.
Yo, Kirby.
I'm Jim Henson. I can't do that. That's bad.
But anyway,
Bad
there was
voice.
this VHS. God, I miss VHS so much.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You had to rewind that shit for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. Especially like movies that took more than one tape, like
Yeah, the
Titanic.
Titanic. You
and-
never watched that shit again. We said Titanic at the same time.
I
That's weird.
know. It's like we finish each other's sentences. It's crazy.
Milkshakes.
Bring all the boys to the yard. You know what I mean? But yeah, there was one Christmas special on VHS that we always watched, and it was my favorite. They combined the Muppets, Sesame Street, and Fraggle Rock all into one Christmas special, and it was great. I loved it. Like they sang songs together.
That's
and
exciting. Did you watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
every now and then. I didn't watch it as much as some of the other ones. Like I watched Arthur and
Yeah, I watched Arthur too. Mr. Rogers was the homie though.
it's the real OG.
Real OG.
OG Roger.
There was a rumor
Yeah.
that he had tattoos
Really?
Tattoo sleeves. That's why he always wore long sleeves.
That's why he always wore like...
I don't think that's true, but there's also a rumor he was like a Navy SEAL sniper.
Really?
And I don't know if that's true either, but it'd be badass.
Yeah, I got you.
Nice guy, though.
I got you.
He raised me.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going over to my grandmother's house and just watching those shows. Like, she made me raw cookie dough every morning for breakfast.
She made you raw cookie dough?
Handmade from scratch. And
What
I
do you
had
mean
cookie...
handmade from scratch?
Like, she got the flour and she got the eggs.
But she didn't cook it?
No. I just
Your
ate...
grandma gave you salmonella.
No.
She don't love you. She's trying to kill you.
No. I mean, shit. Like...
Why didn't she cook it?
Because I liked raw cookie dough. Like whenever we made cookies, I would always like lick the spoon. And then there
Mhm.
was one day I was like, "Hey, can you make me a roll and I'll eat it for breakfast?" And
For breakfast.
so she rolled it up and then she'd cut it into little tiny uncooked cookies, and
It's
I
a
would eat that
G-ass
for
grandma.
breakfast. Oh my god, I love my grandma so much.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
she's pretty badass. Not gonna lie. Like, she stays young. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah, she dyed her hair blonde, and
Yeah.
she's awesome.
My grandmas are both up there. They don't stay young.
Oh, I got you.
They out here aging. You
I
know,
thought you said Asian.
Asian like fine wine.
I got you. I got you.
No, my grandmas are both Asian. I was adopted by an Asian family.
Yeah. Real question though, what was the best show of all time growing up?
Best show of all time?
Like, in your opinion?
Like a cartoon?
Like, okay, I'll narrow down the categories just a little bit. Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney. From those three. I know you got like a lot to choose from, so
Best show of all time growing up.
no pressure.
SpongeBob.
I mean, obviously.
I was thinking Hey Arnold, but then I was like, no, SpongeBob.
Yeah, Hey Arnold's pretty good too. I mean,
Hey Arnold's a classic.
I don't know how I was allowed to watch Rocko's Modern Life as a kid.
Rocko's Modern Life. You remember Ren and Stimpy?
Yes.
That shit was not for kids at all.
I was never allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy.
That was not for kids at all.
Yeah, definitely not. Let's see. I'm actually older than SpongeBob by about 2 months. The first episode aired on May 1st, 1999, and I was born March 3rd, 1999.
Aren't you the shit?
I am the shit, and don't you forget it.
Is
And on
SpongeBob
this
your
segment of
favorite?
Chase's Cocky, SpongeBob will always have an impact on me.
You know what's annoying though?
What?
Like people on like Facebook or like in people's bios, they're always like, "Fry cook at the Krusty Krab."
I fucking hate that shit.
There's like 1,000 people that have that. It's like, dude, we get it. Like,
Come on, there can't be 1,000 employees when we all know that it's just Squidward and SpongeBob. Let's be real.
We know you're homeless and unemployed.
I saw this picture the other day of like one hand with fake nails, but they were like well kept. They were really short and they were like French tips, and the other one was like those claws. And the caption said the one on the left has to be home by 9 because she has to get up and go to her bank teller job, and the one on the right is unemployed.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right. Sounds about right. Because like at work, I can't have fake nails. Like I can't even wear nail polish. So
I can't either. I
That
mean, I
sucks.
probably can. I just haven't. I haven't tried
have you
it.
ever tried it?
No, like when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I used the highlighter and I painted my toenails,
Cute.
but then my granddad washed them off immediately. He's
I
like,
rem-
"I'm not gonna have a gay grandson."
I remember when I was a kid, we had a little craft room in my grandmother's old house, and I took markers and I colored my teeth in with them.
Oh shit,
And then she found out. She was like, "Why did you do that?" I said, "I don't want to have white teeth like everybody else."
that's unique.
Yeah,
You were the first Takashi 6'9".
I know. I even drew a 6'9" on my face, I think. So
Did you?
yeah,
Your mom was like, "Why do you love this number?" You're like, "'Cause I'm a gangster, mom."
so I'm a gangster. I'm gonna be a SoundCloud rapper, Mom. And she's like, "What's SoundCloud?" I said, "I don't know. Find out in 10 years." So
You'll see.
you'll see.
I was the first one who said Pluto wasn't a planet.
Really?
And was like, "You're stupid. It's
Oh
definitely
my
a planet."
god. Speaking of Pluto, I loved
was like-
watching Pluto growing up. Like I watched the old cartoons from like the 40s.
The planet?
No, the dog
Pluto.
from Disney, Mickey's dog.
Oh, okay. I was
You
gonna say, I
had to
don't
think
remember.
about
I
that.
was gonna say I don't remember a show called Pluto.
Oh my god.
No, Pluto was retarded though.
That was the whole point of the cartoons.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because Goofy was totally functional, and Pluto was just like, "I can't talk," you know.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird, but
Retarded dogs.
it's fine. One of my favorite episodes ever. Like we had this little VHS tape with like the same 3 cartoons on it, and we just watched it over and over. It's this episode called Springtime for Pluto, and there's one part where like a caterpillar like transforms into a butterfly on his tail, and out pops like this burlesque dancer butterfly. And there's just like this whole dance sequence, and his eyes pop up from his head a couple times. And when we were kids, that cracked us up.
Damn.
It was so
That's
funny.
funny.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny what you laughed at as a kid? Like the most simple things.
Yeah, and then now you're just like, why did I find that funny?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I went back and watched Keenan and Kel.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life. But when I was a kid, it was amazing.
See, I never fucked with Kenan and Kel.
Did you watch the Amanda Show?
Yes.
See, that's corny as shit too now.
Yeah. Like
It's kind of sad. It kind of ruins my childhood if I go back and watch that shit.
I've seen like the segment from the Amanda Show where she's Courtney and she's in the movie theater with Josh Peck and she has those big braces and she goes, "Nah!" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just felt the static in my headset.
A little bit.
Just a little bit, but it's fine. Whatever.
No, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon has just had spin-offs for like the past 20 years. Because it started with the Amanda Show, and then it was Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
And then it was iCarly.
I loved iCarly.
And then it was like Sam and Cat.
Victoria's.
Yeah, Victoria's. Probably something else now.
Did you hear Dan Schneider got released from Nickelodeon for accusations? I'm not sure what for, but he was the one who created all those, so.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Dan Harmon, the inventor of Rick and Morty, they're talking shit on him now because he released a video where he was having sex with a fake baby.
What?
Yeah.
Are you
It
serious?
was from way back in the day.
Is it?
It was like a joke.
Dan Harmon, you're right.
Yeah, but he was like humping like a fake baby doll.
That's cute.
Yeah, but now he's in some shit.
Hey, stop kink shaming people, okay?
Fucking director of Guardians of the Galaxy got fired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he made 10,000 tweets about like jerking kids off.
Are you kidding?
Like giving kids blowjobs. Yeah.
Wow.
And he was like, those were all jokes. But it's like 10,000 times.
Just pulling Roseanne's out of your asses, man, let me tell you.
Like I make jokes about pedophiles, but it's either related to Subway or the Catholics. You know, it's never about me. You know, I'm never like, hey, I'm a pedophile. You know, that's weird.
I hope you weren't a pedophile.
I hope I'm not either.
Yeah.
No, I'd kill myself.
Would you?
Probably. I wouldn't be able to live with that.
No one's gonna accept the fact that I like kids.
It's not that no one's accepting me, it's that I'm gross. Just jump off a bridge or something.
Yeah. You're too young. You'd probably be like Brock Turner or some shit like that. Let's be real.
I don't rape people behind trash cans.
You'd get away with it, though.
I wouldn't get away with it. I'm too tan to be Brock Turner.
Well, you're still partially white, right?
Yeah, but my name is Clemente.
That's true.
That's not gonna fly in the court of law.
That's true.
I gotta change my name to Charles.
Charles Vegas.
Charles Viagra. And they'll be like, oh, I like Viagra. He's innocent, you know?
Yeah. I mean, my name's pretty basic. I mean, it's a guy's name for the most part.
I've never seen it spelled with a Y. Have you ever seen Chayse spelled with a Y other than your name?
Actually, my dad, one of his new coworkers actually spells Chayse the same way I do. And that's the first time we've ever seen it like that.
You know what's funny?
What?
I didn't know how to say your name, like when I first met you.
Really?
So like I saw it spelled on like Facebook, so I was like, I think it's Chayse.
Chayse?
Chayse.
I've gotten so many, especially in school, like I got so many mispronunciations. I've got Chayse, I've gotten Chasey, I've gotten Chassis, I've gotten Chaz, Cassidy, Casey. I'm like, y'all, it's just like Chase. It just has a Y thrown into it, okay?
That's funny.
But like when my parents found out they were pregnant with me, like, they wanted my name to be Chase, regardless. So if I was a boy, it would have been without the Y,
cool.
and if I was a girl, which I am
Have you ever
now,
met another girl named Chase?
yes,
Really? That's cool. I haven't, but that's badass.
yeah,
It's like when they name a guy Kelly, because at first you're like,
Tracy.
what? And then it's like, oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
But my parents got my name from one of the Batman movies from the 90s. Nicole Kidman's character was Chase Meridian. It wasn't spelled the same way, but they liked it, so
Nice.
I think it's a little more classy than my brother's original name. My grandfather's names are Kenneth and Ricky. So they were gonna combine them. No.
Cricket.
Isn't that the little cricket from Mulan?
Jiminy Cricket.
No. They
Is it cricket on Mulan? No, it's a little.
Cricky
It's a
was
little
the
dragon.
name of the cricket. Mushu.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forgot about it.
Bring back the Szechuan sauce, am I right?
I need to go back and watch Mulan.
Oh my god. Let's do it after the podcast.
I haven't seen that in so
Oh
long.
my god. But yeah, his name originally was going to be Kendrick.
Lamar?
I wish.
Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Yeah.
His last name kind of ruins it, but it's cool.
Yeah. I mean, our last name is Armstrong, so Kendrick Lamar Armstrong. Lamar Armstrong, you know.
Lamar Armstrong.
Doesn't roll off the tongue. LeBron James.
Kendrick Armstrong sounds cool. What's his name?
Nathan.
I like Kendrick better.
I do too. Well, he's not going to know that if he doesn't. I love you, Nathan. Don't listen to the podcast. But yeah, they actually got Nathan from Guys and Dolls, which is an old musical. So
That's cool.
it's kind of classy. You know, Nathan's.
Do you ever think of
pretty
things
good.
you would name your children? Do you want children?
I mean, I do. I just can't see myself having kids right now. One, because I'm too young. Two, because I can barely afford to feed
not
myself.
right now.
You know what I mean?
For sure, not now.
Like, damn, Matt, I'm 19. Chill.
Just saying, in the future.
Yeah. But I've thought about it.
Mhm.
Like, I've thought about naming one of my kids after my best friends. So if I ever had a girl, her name would be Kelsey Chayse. Would be her name, and she'd spell Chase the same way I would. So
I've thought about naming my kid Clemente, but I was like,
Clemente.
no, Clemente. Sorry, I have a lisp.
It's okay.
But because it's my dad's name and his dad's name.
Oh yeah.
But like his dad didn't raise him and he didn't raise me.
I got you.
So it's like if I name him that, then I have to abandon him. You
You
know.
have to leave. Be like, what? I nutted in you 9 months ago? Oh, I'm so sorry.
I gotta write that down.
Yeah.
Later though. Later, I'll come back and let's do it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That is funny.
I like the name Uriah.
Uriah?
Yeah, I saw a UFC fighter with that name.
Interesting.
It seems unique.
It
I want
does.
to name my kid something that's not common. Like
Yeah.
Matthew. I get tired of that fucking name.
Is it like Clemente Matthew Villegas?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
And everybody's named Matthew.
See, like, my middle name's pretty basic, so it's like everybody's middle name, especially if your girl is either Marie or Nicole or Renee. My middle name's Nicole, so.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Just pronounce it differently.
Nicole.
Nicole. And change your name to Casey. Cahasey.
Cahasey. Nicole.
Cahasey Nicole.
Armstrong. It sounded very
Armstrong.
sounded very Soviet almost.
Very Russian.
My name is Cahasey.
Now I'm gonna get
That
in
was a
trouble.
terrible
I'm gonna get in
Russian
trouble for
accent.
working with the Russians.
I know.
I'm just like Donald.
Glover. I'm just kidding.
Just like Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Danny Glover, more like it.
Danny Glover.
Getting too old for this shit.
Dice.
What shows do you watch now?
Oh God, I really don't watch a whole lot of stuff anymore.
Mm.
Like most of the time when I come home from school, I turn on Game Show Network and just go to town on that. So
Really? Family Feud?
yeah, Family Feud.
Family Feud's my jam.
Family Feud, Match Game.
Isn't Steve Harvey like the best TV show host of all time?
Yes.
He's fucking amazing.
Like I still watch.
Like he was made for that. I mean, he was a great comedian.
Like I
as
started
well.
watching Family Feud when the guy from Home Improvement, Richard Karn, was doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been watching it ever since, and there was like one guy in between Richard Karn and Steve Harvey, and he just wasn't very good.
Mm.
And
What are you talking about?
it was kind of weird, but I forget his name. But
I saw America's Funniest Home Videos. It's still on, and I was watching it at the gym the other day.
really, was it still the same host? Is Tom Bergeron
No,
still hosting it?
it's Carlton now.
Alfonso Ribeiro's hosting it.
That's his name.
Yeah.
You got a Mexican ass name.
Yeah, Alfonso Ribeiro hosts a show that ran on GSN from like 2009 to 2010 called
See, I
Catch
didn't know
21.
that.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, he seemed like a good host, but I was just sitting there thinking, like, man, I need Will Smith to come roast this guy. That'd be funny as shit.
yeah. But I watch a lot of like artistic shows. Like I watched this makeup show called Face Off, and it's on the last season. So I'm very sad about that.
Is that where they literally rip someone's face off
No.
and then put makeup over there?
No, it is a makeup competition though, and it's some beautiful work. And like watching that and stuff has like inspired me to like do art, not like makeup.
That shit
or
is
anything,
impressive
but
though.
Yeah,
Because I used to watch like Ink Masters where
Yeah.
they'd compete and be like, even the bad ones, you're like, that's fucking dope.
yeah,
And they'd still tear their shit apart. And
right.
you're just
Especially knowing like I have 4 tattoos, and I would kill anything to get like a professional, like
Yeah.
kill to get anything professionally done, like
But
super
then-
professionally.
But
Like
then imagine like you go to that competition, someone gives you a super badass tat, and then
they're like, oh, this sucks.
yeah, the judge comes up, he's like, this looks fucking terrible, and then you're just like, oh my god,
it's on my body forever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, damn. What else do I watch? I watch RuPaul's Drag Race,
Mhm.
which has influenced me quite a bit. Like,
Do they ever race?
no, they don't race.
Because they should.
I know.
Wouldn't a drag race be cool? Like a bunch of guys in drag just running,
That'd be pretty cool.
like racing. Just
In heels.
who's the fastest? Yeah, exactly. In
In
heels.
heels.
I think it'd be dope.
And, you know, they death drop at the finish, all that fun shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Miss Vanjie. Anyway, I really started... I've only seen season 9 and season 10, but those have been really influential seasons because when season 9 was happening, that was when the Orlando nightclub got shot up.
Oh shit! So
And a
what?
lot of the queens were either set to perform there or they had friends that performed there.
real?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. And a lot of them talked about like eating disorders, like, hey, eating disorders don't just happen in women, they happen in men too. And like opening up about like being transgender or not being accepted by their families or stuff like
That's
that.
terrifying.
Yeah. And so the queen who won that year, her name was Sasha Velour. She is absolutely stunning. Like, she's been like one of my biggest role models. Like pursue different things in makeup, like do stuff like that. Be artistic, not be afraid to be me. You know what I mean? So, echo. Anyway, I am entering the art show next month, the 806, like this upcoming month.
What is the art show?
It's a group art show, and it's going to be self-portraits.
Of you?
Yeah. The theme is you're the artist, show off your best self. You know what I mean?
That's cool. How do you get into that? Do they just let anyone? Or is there like a list?
I'm not sure. I've never done it before. Like, I know I like sign a paper and all that fun stuff. So.
Are you good at drawing people?
Well, I was going to enter something for the nude art show back then. Like, I had one of my best friends model for me and send me a picture. And it was beautiful. Like, she had this really, really pretty bralette on, and she has her belly button pierced, and she looks really nice. Like,
I like when belly buttons are pierced.
I don't have my belly button pierced.
That is art.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Shout out to belly button piercings.
Shout out to belly button piercing. I have to tell you.
And nipple piercings. Those are cool, too.
Hey, I have my nipples pierced.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's a trend.
I'll have to tell you my nipple piercing story after. I don't think I have a picture of it, but like what I did was I did a
Oh,
rough
they're talking about
picture.
your nipples. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I did like a rough picture online. Then I ordered a canvas, sketched everything out on that canvas in pencil first, went back and like shaded it in, painted the background completely black, and it took me forever. It took me so long I wasn't able to enter it in the show on time, so I can still wait till February. I'm going to be here, so.
I tried to like do a sketch of my penis, but it was too small. So I threw it away.
Compensation, everybody. Like.
Yep. Sometimes you gotta lie.
Me getting my job. I'm just kidding, not really. Well, actually, I did lie about something on my resume, but
Who doesn't?
It was for a good reason.
I've quit so many jobs I have to lie.
Yeah.
Like, no, I worked there for 3 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But before I applied it on the border, I applied to work at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm so glad I didn't get the job there because I've heard it's hell. So.
I worked there for 2 weeks.
Was it bad?
No, it wasn't bad. I just did expo, so I just filled up ranch and carried food out.
Gotcha.
I didn't get any tips.
Gotcha.
I was just making minimum wage, and then there was another job that was making minimum wage close to my house.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll pass.
Yeah. But when I applied for Buffalo Wild Wings, I put Palm Beach down as a place of previous employment.
Mm-hmm.
And when Buffalo Wild Wings called Palm Beach told them that I never worked there.
Why'd they say that?
I don't know. I have no idea. But I called back and checked on my application, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, well, actually, we were going to call you. We actually terminated your application because we found you lied on your resume. I said, what do you mean? They said, we called Palm Beach and they told us you never worked there. And I went to bat so hard. I said, I have my W-2. I have time cards. I have a uniform.
Why would they lie about that?
I don't know.
Damn.
Like I said, Palm Beach was fucked up. So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't like the employee, you should at least be honest.
Yeah. So, it kind of...
They could, at the least, they could have said, well, she wasn't a good worker, but yeah, she worked here.
Yeah. You know, and I felt like I kind of just settled for that job. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I actually worked at Crunch prior.
Really?
Yeah, prior to.
I want to work at Crunch.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Just part-time.
It's awful.
I want a part-time job.
I know. But...
Hire me. If anyone's hiring...
Please let Matt know.
Please let Matt know. Call the hotline right now. 806-626. I don't want to give you my number. 9515. Okay.
But anyway, like, I worked at Crunch, and I was like, you know what? I have my tanning certificate. Crunch laid me off after they opened.
The fuck is a tanning certificate?
It's certification saying you can tan people. You know the rules of tanning. Like
you can tan people. You need a certificate to be like, hey, push this button.
Yeah. But anyway, when I applied at Palm Beach, I told them that I had my tanning certificate already. Like it was the same company and everything. Mm-hmm. But Crunch misspelled my last name. They replaced Armstrong with MCs.
I feel like everyone's out to get you.
I know.
With what? MCs?
MC. So my name on my certificate was Chayse MC. And they said because it didn't match my ID that I used to apply.
Wait, they replaced your whole last name with 2 letters?
Yes. Because
I thought you were a rapper?
I don't know.
MC.
Chayse MC. Got the 6 rhymes in me, you know.
Yeah. 6'9".
Got some balls of steel for a minimum wage, let me tell you, boy. I don't know.
None of that rhymed.
I know. Hey, poetry doesn't have to rhyme.
That's true.
But anyway, because my name was misspelled, I had to do my whole certification again. And it sucked. Like,
how long does that take? You got to watch videos or what?
Yeah, you got to watch videos. You got to take tests.
Here's how not to cook someone in a tanning bed.
Yeah. Black people should not tan because they already have melanin in their body.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well.
Depending on the melanin production in your skin, Like, darker skinned people don't need to tan because naturally, like, they're from places closer to the equator.
I didn't know black people could get darker. But I didn't. But one of my homies in high school, he had like we played football together, and I saw him with a farmer's stand. I was like, I didn't know you could do that, bro. Like it blew my mind. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I applied for On the Border, I just left Palm Beach off my places of previous employment. And I think that was for the best.
Yeah, I leave Academy off because Academy fired me.
Really?
So, yeah. I just poured the salt in an empty beer.
Cute. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like I said, I kind of settled for a lot of jobs. Like, I worked a lot of jobs where I was really unhappy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Because
it's kind of good to get to a point to where you can, like, turn down jobs. Because I've had some job offers, and I've said no.
Yeah.
And, like, before like, this job, I'd usually be like, oh, a new place. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. And, like, the first time I was unemployed, I just literally applied for everywhere just because I needed money at the time.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing right now. Just like evening jobs.
Yeah, I got you. So, first time I was unemployed, I applied for Chipotle because I worked at Torchy's prior to.
Do you like Chipotle?
I don't like E. coli.
Fuck Chipotle. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I got you.
Overpriced, fake ass food. It's not authentic at all. I don't get the hype. I don't see why Chipotle was a big deal.
I don't either. Well, at the same time, Amarillo always freaks out when we get a new restaurant.
That's
too,
true.
So.
Sharky's burrito is better, and I don't even like Sharky's that much, but it's still way better than Chipotle.
I gotcha. But anyway, when I went and applied, I actually went and got my interview at Chipotle. And I sat there for about 45 minutes before anybody even acknowledged me. Like, I went up to the counter and said, hey, I'm here for an interview. And they said, sit down, we'll be right with you, blah, 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 you know. So this lady comes out. She has this clipboard. She looked so nervous to give this interview. So I don't know if she, like, was intimidated by me.
I just got hired today.
It's my first interview. I'm not even a manager. They're just having me do this.
This is actually my interview to interview people.
I gotcha.
They're watching me.
So anyway, she sat me down and the first question she asked was, tell me a little bit about yourself. I said, okay, I'm going to Amarillo College. I'm a business major. I'm just kind of looking for something, part-time so I can still go to school. Part-time job. You know what I mean?
Part-time job.
So she was like, okay, that's interesting. And then she said, she's reading down this clipboard at the same time. She said, okay, you go to Amarillo College. What are you majoring in? I look at her completely stupid. I was like,
you just said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, bitch. In my head, I was thinking, bitch, I just told you what I was majoring in.
That happens to me every time. Like, I'll give them my resume, and it'll have my degree on there, and they'll be like, you went to WT, did you graduate? Like,
bitch.
Why the fuck? It has the date right there.
But yeah. So then we kept going down the list. She said, okay, I see on your application, you've had restaurant experience. Where'd you work before? I said, okay, I worked at Torchy's. I was a food runner. I cashiered, I cooked, all that fun stuff. I did everything at Torchy's. So I said, I have my TABC, I have my food handlers, so I'll be eligible to work in the kitchen. So we keep going with the interview, and she goes, okay, so to work here, you need your TABC and your food handlers. Do you have those? I was like, what the fuck? Are you just, like, going on, like, mute?
Am I on punked?
Like, so.
What if she was just fucking with you?
I don't know. And she said, well, have you worked anywhere else outside of food? And I said, yes, I used to work front desk at a nursing home. I worked there on weekends. And
Is it true that you kill old people?
I don't know. I just worked there.
That would have been my follow-up question.
I don't know. I was just the front desk, so I didn't get into any of, like, the medical information. So, and because of HIPAA, we're not allowed to, like, legally disclose that.
Yeah, you're not allowed to tell people that you killed their grandparents.
Sure.
I understand. I get it.
Yeah. And so, anyways, at the end of the interview, she said, okay, so it seems like Torchy's was your only job. And that was the point where I was like, okay, fuck this. This is stupid. I'm leaving. Because she couldn't remember I told her my major. She couldn't remember that I told her I had my certifications. And she didn't remember that I had more than one job in previous experience. So I said, okay, thank you for your time. Just terminate my application. I'm not interested. So
that's fair.
It was stupid.
When I interviewed at Buffalo Wild Wings, they were asking me those type of questions.
Yeah. Did you work Coulter or Airport?
Coulter.
Okay.
But like, I felt like I was trying to be like hype myself up, but she was like, it was for an expo job, so she was just like, yes, you're like, I already had the job. I'm pretty sure I had the job like before she interviewed me, but I was like hyping myself up for no reason.
Yeah,
gotcha. She was like, yeah, you got it. You got it. Stop talking. Like I felt like I talked too much.
I got you. I'm like, I try to have like a good personality when I go in interviews. Like,
Yeah.
I try not to be shy. I try to be myself because I'm
Yeah.
a pretty outgoing person.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, how are you? You know what I mean? Like I try to.
Yeah, I do too. And it's
like firm handshake, smile.
And it's been a couple times where I was like overdressed or like over prepared for an interview,
Yeah.
and it was just like some bullshit ass like informal thing. And I was like, I fucking wore a tie for this. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Yeah. But
True
like,
story.
I've had a crazy thought though just now since I work in a restaurant. Sex, but using your customer service voice.
Okay. Continue.
Think about it. Do you have a customer service voice different from your regular voice?
This is my phone voice.
This is your phone voice? I want to hear it.
Thank you for calling. This is Matt. How can I help you? That's my normal voice though. It's just a little higher.
See, I think mine's like a little bit different. Like when I greet my tables, I'm like, "Hi, folks, welcome down the border. How are we doing tonight?" Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like
I've always wanted to make a joke about how my mom was really mean. Like she'd be cussing me out. She'd be like, "You're a piece of shit." No, she wouldn't say you're a piece of shit. She'd be like,
"You're
"Shut up.
adopted."
Shut up. Shut the hell up. And then she'd answer the phone and be like, "Hi, how's it going? Hi, how are you?" And
Yeah.
it's like, this is a fake ass voice, Mom.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you do have to be fake with customers because customers come in, piss you off. Sometimes you get stiffed. You know.
Yeah, that's true. You can't be mean back.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
the
like,
worst.
you know what? I only make $2.13 an hour. Might as well swallow my pride. You know what I mean? So. And yes, you heard that right. Waitresses only make $2.13 an hour, so we live off of your tips.
Fight for 15.
Yeah, no.
Did you see that video of that lady at McDonald's beating the shit out of the customer?
Yes, I did. And then her boobs like hanging out and all that
Yes,
shit. And
so
it's already
awesome.
become a meme. Like
It's like my favorite fight I've ever seen in my life.
McAss whooping, I think, is the official name of the meme. So.
McAss whooping. That was a McAss whooping. But
That
that's
was.
literally that's the fight for 15. She deserves $15 an hour. Somebody pay her.
Yeah, no shit. Or at least give her a promotion or a raise
Tell
or
me,
something.
make her the manager.
Yeah, but you know what the fight got started over, right?
I think I read it, but I forgot.
This lady got a water cup and she was trying to get free soda out of it, so the lady turned the soda machine off. And then the customer just started yelling and she threw her milkshake, and that was when the whole fight started. So
Don't throw your damn milkshake.
they bring all the boys to the yard, yo.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I would just feel so bad for the people who were like there because they're just trying to have a normal ass day and eat their meal, and then shit like that breaks out. You know what I mean?
I feel like I could never be that petty.
Yeah.
Like even if I worked there, and be like, oh, they're putting soda in a water cup. I work at McDonald's. Why would I give a shit?
Yeah. I gotcha.
Like I used to work at Shoe Carnival, and people would steal all the time. My boss would be like, look out for people stealing. I'd see people stealing. I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I got you.
Like it's
That
go
was
ahead.
That was the same thing when we
Snatch
worked
it.
at when I worked at Forever 21. They were like, "Hey, watch out for loss prevention," and I didn't because they didn't give us workers' comp in case we got hurt. So Forever 21 was really sketchy. Like every day to work, I always brought a clear plastic bag. I didn't bring my wallet. I just brought my ID
Why?
and my debit card, my phone.
What's the bag
my keys.
for?
The clear bag is because if you leave the store on your break or when you're getting ready to leave at the end of the night, they have to check your bag to make sure you didn't steal anything.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't trust you that much?
I guess not. I don't know if it's just like a store policy, but like even when I said, here, it's a clear bag, you can see what's inside.
Mm-hmm. They
said,
still had to open it?
you still have to take it out. I was like, what the fuck?
That's weird. That's like you're in jail.
I know.
Forever locked up. Won't let me out. No.
Like I wasn't even allowed to have like drinks out on the floor.
Really?
On the sales floor. Like I brought a bottle of water out one time and I read the book. It was in store policy.
Mm-hmm.
They said as long as you have a bottle of water with the screw cap, you can have it on the floor.
Yeah.
And they made me throw it away.
There's been a couple jobs that didn't let me do cocaine, and I was like, what? Y'all ain't cool?
Yeah. I walked out. This was still when I smoked cigarettes. I quit smoking and I jewel now because, I can't man up. But
I jewel.
I jewel. I'm a millennial,
All I do is jewel. That's funny. We started the podcast talking about jewels.
I know.
It's like a circle. Comes full circle.
I know, right? It's like a boomerang.
We out here jeweling, smoking fake cigs, getting fake cancer. You feel me?
I feel ya.
Fake lungs.
Fake lungs, fake news, fake vapor.
Fake news?
I don't know. But anyway, even if we vape, we still have to go outside to a designated area.
Yeah.
And there was one time, I'm not going to say which job it was at, but I walked out and I caught someone hitting a dab, like just straight up.
I might have to dab.
Yeah.
Like weed
His
dab
job,
rig?
I don't know, but it just smelled like dank out there. And I wish I would have said something.
Memories.
I wish I would have said something, but I didn't. Like, up until A couple months ago, I had a really hard time going to my managers and saying, hey, this is what's going on. There's a problem here. It needs to be fixed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I've been trying my hardest to, like, address problems as soon as possible, because if you don't, they're just going to get worse. You know what I
That's
mean?
interesting.
Yeah. I was like, damn, you hate this job this much? You need weed to function on it? Like, can you not wait till you get home or before you come in? Like,
Yeah. Makes sense.
because, be honest, you've worked with a coworker that would get high before every shift before, right?
I was that coworker for a little bit.
You were?
In high school, yeah.
All those years ago.
Shoe carnival. I'd get high before the shift. I'd
Really?
walk in there stoned as shit.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd sell shoes, kind of. I wouldn't really. I'd just walk around.
Be like, hey, what's up?
And people would be like, people would always be like, I know why you work here, because I was tall. But that was it. I mean, there were a couple times where they probably knew I was high, you know. So this one girl said I look like a sloth. But I was like, nah, I'm just really stoned. I didn't say that. But
I gotcha.
But I thought it.
I got you.
Good times. I was a stoner in high school. It was pretty hardcore.
Really?
Yeah, but I got a 94 GPA, so suck a dick.
Hey.
Suck a dick, America.
Yeah. There was one time it was last year, I went to a Halloween party, and I didn't know that they made edibles.
Was the devil there?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
I dressed up like Kim Possible for Halloween, so if you could just imagine a high Kim Possible, that was me.
Was anyone around Stopple?
No.
Wow.
I know, it was
Did
sad.
you have a naked mole rat?
I did not.
Wow.
I tried buying a little Rufus online.
Yeah.
They're like 25 ducks. 25 bucks for like a little small
I will
figurine.
trade you 25 of my finest ducks for your mole rat.
For your mother rat. Hello, I'm
25
communist. Oh. Anyway,
But you get those 25 ducks. I sold my mole rat.
I just went to Medipark, man.
Got 25 ducks.
These aren't ducks. These are geese.
Got to keep your ducks in a row, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. But I didn't know these were edibles, and I really hadn't fucked with weed. Like, I've only smoked weed once, so
Really?
yeah,
Congratulations.
only smoked weed once.
Don't
you know
do it
what I mean?
again.
Never again.
You'll get addicted.
But
I can't stop.
I gotcha.
I'm just kidding. I don't do it. I just snort it.
Ah.
And I inject it anally.
Demi
But anyway,
Lovato?
continue.
Is that you?
Like a turkey baster.
Anyway, I didn't know they were edibles, like, at all. So I had a couple,
Overdose.
and so I was about to leave because my friends, like, brought out their bong and everything, and that's when it kind of hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started laughing out of nowhere. Like, my friend was wearing this Deadpool onesie, and I looked down.
Could you see his dick?
No.
Oh.
And from the way I looked at it, it looked like he had one shoe on and one shoe off. But my body couldn't comprehend what I was trying to say, so I just start laughing. I go, it looks like you're wearing one shoe and one not shoe, is what I said.
One not shoe.
One not shoe. And all my friends in the room start laughing. They said, you fucked that up, but we knew exactly what you meant. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I feel like I've heard you say that before.
I probably have.
Did you say that on stage?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe you just said it in conversation.
I just don't have drug stories. That's my only
Yeah.
drug story, because I didn't know I was taking edibles. You know what I mean?
I have a good drug story about driving on mushrooms. But I gotta write it out and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
But it'll be up eventually.
I gotcha.
Give it about 3 months.
3 months?
I'm not good with long stories.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to write like 2 long stories right now.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't
See,
want
I wrote a really long story, and then the books got thrown away, so...
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to write a funny long story, so it's not as long as your story. It's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Sounds like it.
So I guess we can wrap it up now. We're almost at 2 hours.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a lot of
Wow.
fun. Do you have any things you want to plug, like social media, where people can find you?
Yeah,
Any
definitely.
upcoming events?
Not really, just the art show is going to be August 2nd at 7 p.m. If my piece gets entered, go check it out. It's going to be really cool. Open mics are going to be the second and fourth Wednesdays of every month, and then
And
the third
we have a
one
comedy open mic on the 3rd.
on the third Wednesday of each month,
We also have comedy open mic at Whiskey River
and Urbana sometimes.
on the 1st.
So there's that, and then social media, Facebook is Chase Armstrong, Snapchat is Chevy_Chase19, and Instagram is Armstrong the Chase.
Armstrong the Chase.
Yeah.
Check it out,
Yeah.
boy.
Well, it's been fun. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Of course, anytime.
We've got a show on the 12th. Josh Cox is coming through. He was here last year. Super funny guy. I'm going to open up for him. Skylar's going to be there. I don't know who else is going to be on the show. And then we've got another show at Leftwoods. And another show at T's coming up. I don't know the days yet, but I'll let you guys know. Just follow me on social media. You know how to find me. And thanks for listening. I didn't add an intro song on this one. I totally forgot.
It's all good.
I think I can add an intro at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
I don't eat ice cream. I eat ass cream. Signing off.